It's all right. Hat's looking good. Gun's looking good. All right. Ready.
I'm glad you're feeling confident.
Yes, yeah, I'm feeling energetic, styled, ready to roll, baby.
This is another one of those looking forward to episode.
If we had a true soundtrack, it would be like "Hello, Darkness, My Old Friend."
Yeah.
One of those.
Your time is coming. It's here. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Undrafted and Overconfident podcast on a Wednesday, August 5th, 2026. I'm Jason Semko. With me, Brandon Bigo Gordon.
It's officially a countdown, man. 3 days. Chunk, 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 chunk.
Gross, gross, gross. This is terrible. I'm so stupid.
You're not stupid. You underestimate my power. That's from Star Wars.
Nerd.
Hey, that's right. Get your licks in.
I got still.
You're about to get more licks in.
Yeah, I am.
Are we starting it like this? Should we officially start the clock? I've got a timer up. Or do you want to wait? Do you want to wait a little bit longer? You want to dip your toes in, if you will?
No, I don't. I'm done. I'm ready for this to be over with.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. This is the episode where we will begin. It's really the beginning of the punishment because you have to watch me do it.
I do.
Yeah. So for those of you that need a quick refresher, Semko and I put in a little bit of a wager for kind of a World Cup pool, a draft.
Yep.
And whoever won by a point total.
Yep.
Got to dip their own feet into a juice of the loser's choice for 45 minutes. 45 minutes. I'm going to be pruny when it comes. See, you should have done prune juice because then I would have been pruny on the prune juice.
I probably should have.
But for the other one to drink during our boys' live fantasy draft on Saturday.
I can't believe I'm waiting till Saturday.
Yeah,
to do
this thing's. So for those of you again that need the refresher, I've got it right here. Semko is nice enough to get I think it looks like it's whole foods market. So
yes,
this
it is.
No sugar added. You got to think about the sugar when you're down in this bad boy right here.
See, I'm glad I didn't do that because, as mentioned, there could be some fermentation. So the less amount of sugar,
we're
the better.
sealing this in a mason jar for 3 days before you can actually drink it. So here's the pomegranate juice. I'm not flexible enough to lift my foot up to say here's my foot, but trust that they're there.
Yes.
And here is the wonderful bowl that we'll be using.
Just beautiful.
Don't tell my wife.
Please, everyone, tell his wife
for pouring this in and dipping my feet in. So here we go. Ooh, it smells
pomegranate.
delicious. Do you want a sip?
No, I don't.
You want a sip?
Nope.
I'll take a sip for you.
Okay. Good. Get some of your backwash in there as well.
No,
Wonderful.
I made sure not. I tipped it back so there's no backwash.
My own sport, soccer. I was so confident in it.
Ooh.
It looked so
that?
good for me.
ASMR, right? You didn't have to pee before this. Now you do. All right.
Thank God it's only 8 ounces. And you didn't realize how little 8 ounces was.
I didn't.
That was the only thing I'm winning.
I thought for some reason 8 was 12. So I was like, 12 ounces, that's like a Coke can.
Yep.
Nice. Nope. All right. And sorry, boys and girls, it's going to be foot juice, not feet juice, because Daddy's got a big foot. You know what they say about big feet, Semko?
Big shoes?
Huge socks.
Huge socks.
Huge socks. But I'll start the timer once foot touches juice. Get my timer out. And we'll real time, 45 minutes.
I'm going to take my own timer.
Oh, you would.
Because we're not doing this 1 minute past.
1 second past. Yeah, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, juice. Oh.
It's going to feel weird just sitting there.
Yeah, I know. 1 foot on. Like, I'm glad I peed before this. Yeah. But we're officially in it, guys. It is the 45-minute timer. Foot is in the palm. The palm of my foot.
Yeah.
Your
flat foot.
And yeah, it's hard. I should have done a flat container because it's like my foot's like this, trying to squeeze. Okay. I'm trying to get as much.
You're going to cramp up.
Trying to get as much surface area in this thing as possible. Maybe I should bend my toes. That's it. I bend my toes. Yeah, there you go. Ooh. I clipped my toenails for you today.
I appreciate that you were very generous.
Oh, it's sloshing around in there. Yeah, it's got most of it. It's not getting to ankle length, so it's not getting into the
hair.
the leg hair. So
Okay.
I think you lucked out in all things considered. Ooh, pomegranate juice on my...
Winning about as good as I could.
Winning is about as good as you could, yes. So, we got usually only 1 minute down, man. You got 44 minutes to go. But that's the distraction. We'll have another distraction when I pull a foot out, dry her off, and scoop her up. And got a nice little mason jar. I got the tape that I'm going to sign so that, I can prove that you don't try and get out of this. And, how's your wife feeling about all this?
So right before we got on the podcast, we both had like a decently busy days, didn't see much of each other.
Yeah.
Basically, her work ended. She went straight to the gym, and I left to come here to record before she got home. So she texted me like, "Oh my God, we didn't get one last kiss in," and had like a gif of someone just like, "No." And when I told her though that I'm doing it on Saturday, I could just sense the relief in the text of like, oh, thank God.
Just kicking that can down the road. Okay, I've got a little bit more time.
Yeah. She's not looking forward to this at all. The closer we've gotten, I've just grown
To accept
it. I've hit acceptance. I hit that like a week ago. I think she is now going through the 5 stages of grief.
Yeah.
And she's like in denial about it.
She's going to be in denial for a while.
Yeah.
It's going to be acceptance once you get home and you're like, I did it.
Yeah. And she's like, get away from me.
It's like, I'll see you in a month.
Basically. Yeah, it's going to be rough.
You're going to get all your smoochies from the puppy for a month. You want smoochies, you're getting them from the
I
dog.
hope she'll give them to me. No one loves me in my house anymore.
Dogs love feet. She might like licking you more now. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That will be helpful.
See? Yeah, silver lining on all things. Well, outside of you dreading and buying the pomegranate juice over the weekend, how was your weekend, sir? What'd you do?
It was good. Per usual, I work one of the days. But on our day off, we did a couple different walks. We went to Pocahontas State Park.
I love Pocahontas.
Yeah, it's a really good state park.
Yeah.
One of the better ones in Virginia. And it's great that it's right in our backyard, basically.
Yeah, it's right there.
But did
Easy
like
drive.
a nice 3.5 mile hike. It was just my wife and I. So really just kind of got to actually, instead of looking at the dog and what she's doing, actually just focus on us and have a little bit of our time. And then we came back and actually then took the dog for a walk. We've kind of gotten a little smart. It's been 3 years, but we realized dog needs a walk for herself. She's only a little dachshund.
Yeah.
Can't go but so far.
No, yeah.
So take her short distances so that she actually wants to go on more walks. Let her sniff and take her back. So it was nice to get out. We hadn't been out, I think, actually since my shirt Lost River when I was out in Matthias, West Virginia.
Biscuit's hometown?
Biscuit's hometown.
Biscuits, yeah, biscuits from the market.
Yes.
It is. Wow.
So it was good to finally get out into some nature and just like relax and
Yeah.
enjoy the day.
Yes. It's like you're trying to get as serene and meditative as possible right before you have to launch these beans of mine in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also get ready for our fellas annual getaway.
Ooh, do you want to go over your fellas annual getaway a little bit?
Well, you know what? Let's get into how was your weekend?
My weekend was okay. It's without the missus. She's back from Nashville. Everything's fine. She had a great time. The kids are alive.
Good.
No extra bruises or broken bones. So
Wonderful.
another successful dads only weekend.
Nice.
I had those 2 birthdays on the same day for the guy with the same name. The Anthonys. Okay. You and I, we always like to brag about our hats. We're like, man, we love our hats. Every time we look at each other, it's like, that's a good looking hat,
Yep.
man. It's like, we're going to make this a thing, getting these minor league affiliates. Well, we live in the greater Richmond area,
Yep.
right? The hat I am currently wearing is the Flying Squirrels, which is, alternate, which is the Richmond affiliate.
Yep.
Right? So I forgot I was wearing this, and I was going to a kid's birthday party, and it was the first one. And it backwards. Dude, I had so many people come up.
I bet.
Oh, is that the Flying Squirrels? Oh, man, like my husband has the same hat. And I was like, I can't wear this anymore.
Oh, really? They have the hat?
I was like, you're a liar. I was like, have you really have it? He's like, no, but I've seen it. I'm thinking about getting it. I was like, get out of here.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can't wear this hat around because I don't like this is the most I don't like talking to people and just making
either.
small talk. And this is going to force people
It
to
does.
like create small talk because they recognize it. And they're gonna be like, "Hey, flying squirrels! When was the last time you were at a game?" I was like, "I haven't been to a game, bro. I just like the freaking hat."
I know, it's the coolest hat ever.
So that was kind of troublesome. Where I was just like, so much so that I switched hats before the next birthday party. I was like,
Smart.
I'm not duplicating this. I'm switching hats. I don't want people to come up and talk to me. I'm with my kids.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to have a nice meal. Second one was nice. We did it at Hidden Wit Brewery. Have you been to Hidden Wit?
No.
It's down towards Amelia. So you got to drive down Hull, past Mag
Oh.
Green. And
Yeah.
this means nothing to the people that don't live there. But that's fine. You guys should, embrace Central Virginia. It's a beautiful place.
It really is.
Yeah, kind of. It was like they did it catered, and I didn't really care anything else because they had ribs. I love me a good rib.
Okay. They're messy. I avoid ribs.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like getting your hands dirty?
I don't. Ribs.
You always like
seafood,
fork and knife?
Yeah.
So you're not a crab guy?
No,
I'm a huge
God,
crab guy.
no.
Cracking crab legs?
Other than it being good for a social event, I don't really think anyone really truly likes crabs.
I love crab.
You like actually having to pick apart those things for the smallest amount of meat. What do you, shuck crabs?
Crack
Crack
crabs?
them?
Yeah,
Crack
crack
crabs? Yeah, I'm not doing that. But it is great for the social event. Takes a lot of time.
Like the Super Bowl party where,
Yes,
where like Seabear was like the phantom malt vinegar. Where's the vinegar at, man? We're not gonna do that story again. It's not. Maybe on our 50th anniversary we'll revisit it because we're getting up on 50.
We're getting
episodes.
there soon.
What are we at now?
39.
Holy schmolies!
I know. Who would have thought?
Yeah. I mean, this is right. We're getting into the Seabear Might Date Our podcast age right now. 39, 40. All right. Now he gets to 50. He's like, call me when you get to 50.
Yeah.
Then I'll be aroused.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the weekend. Did that. Everything's fine. Wife came home with a little bit of a bug, but she's fine. Everything's good. So, but yeah. So those are the weekends. But let's talk about the upcoming week. You got a big one coming up, man. You excited?
Very excited.
Yeah.
We're going to Pittsburgh, man.
Yeah, forget it. That's why I'm not too upset about missing it.
No,
you're going
not.
to Pittsburgh.
No, you're not.
I'm not upset about missing this one.
Really?
If you were going, I would. I will say I missed last year's a little bit because it was Boston. I was like, oh, Boston,
Yeah,
go to the
okay.
Monster. I was like, Pittsburgh, meh.
What if it was in Philly?
Ooh. I mean, just to check it off. That's the other thing. I've been to the Pirates Stadium before, so that's checked off.
Okay.
If it was Philly, I haven't been to the Philly Stadium. That'd be cool. Check it off the box.
Okay.
But I would also had to deal with like a million Philadelphians, and that sounds like a freaking nightmare.
That would have been quite the trip when, like, 10, 15 years ago.
Yes.
Going up there because...
We all would have been cocky 20-somethings, like, we don't take no crap from nobody. We're from D.C.
Yeah, that would have been quite the trip.
That would have been a dangerous
It'd
trip.
be a lot more tame.
I'm pretty sure some people wouldn't survive that trip. But yeah,
agree.
to your point, we've been doing that trip, and some people come, some people have gone,
Yeah.
but the core and the spirit of the trip's been going at least 15 years strong, if not more.
We are
Probably 20.
I think
Close to
it's
20.
close to 20. I think like DW, TOWD, Darkness, Nate Dogg, they might have been the ones that started it, and I think they might have gone while we were in school. So maybe when they were like 20, give or take.
Yeah, so
We're
that's
all
20
about
years.
40.
Yeah.
20 years.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
a lot, man.
that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
So that means we have 20 years of memories for this trip.
That's what this episode is. We're just gonna rattle off every story from
oh my
every
God,
trip.
no! You
like the
said we're not
Super
gonna,
Bowl
no, we're not
parties.
going to blow our load, right? I learned my lesson. It was in our younger days
Yes,
of the podcast,
exactly.
and we didn't know better. Blow your load on one episode. But like I said, maybe we'll have the guest speakers, and one of the stories we've done before, we'll get a second opinion or a second memory from a guest. But I do want to go over, since this is coming up, and you're not going to have an opportunity to talk about this while you're up there for our special edition recording, because you're going to be in a sea of chaos when you're up there trying to record. So I commend you for attempting it. We'll see if it's actually viable to put out there.
I know,
but at least we'll give it a shot.
it might have to be under a different. It can't be under the U.
That one's definitely going to have to be Patreon.
Yes.
That's a Patreon episode for sure. Yeah. But tell me, dude, like of our annual getaway, it used to be called Be More. Now it's called the Fellas Annual Getaway.
Yes.
The FAG.
All right, there you go.
Well, I mean, come on. Good old FAG weekend. Give me one memory that you're like, man, this one's always going to stick.
I will say I missed a lot of the younger ones.
You did.
So a lot of the shenanigans.
A lot of shenanigans.
Were kind of passed by. And I did tell a story about yourself when you joined Baltimore. So
Yes.
I'm not going to rehash.
You're not going to relive that one?
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
But I want to go into this very like positive. So I want to tell like just like a quick positive story.
Okay.
But also just kind of in a little way kind of summarize just like how our group is like of guys, because I think sometimes we're the most like nonchalant, go with the flow type guys.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think that's really good, but then sometimes you're like, man, come on, guys. But so like, what was it, like 2 years ago, we went down to, or 3 years ago, we went down to like the Northern Neck.
That's right. So, yeah, it's not always surrounding baseball.
No, this one we tried to really keep, like we wanted as many people to kind of come. A lot of people were still based in like Virginia.
Right.
So kind of, hey, let's instead of traveling pretty far, let's go someplace that's kind of, other than DW and Darkness in Florida, that would be about the same distance for everyone to travel that could make it. And we had a really good turnout.
Yeah.
And
What was it like 6, 8 people? 8.
No, we had 10 plus.
What?
Yes. Yeah, it was like Grizz was there.
No, I didn't know Gris was there.
We had a couple guys that it was like their first and only time. They might come to other ones, but that aren't really part of like the.
Was it Gary?
No, Steve M. He was there.
Yes.
I think there was someone else I can't remember, and that's when we got introduced to like Cody too.
Cody too.
Or no, he'd been coming before, but he's not really part of the group. But yeah, we probably had like.
just hate on Cody
I know
too.
we do. He brings it up on himself.
Cody.
But no, I think we probably had close to 10, if not a little bit more.
Okay, wow, that's a big crowd.
Yeah, and we had this really nice Airbnb that was kind of out there on the water. We were 4 acres or 5 acres away from anybody else. Water we were kind of up above. Water was down below, and there was just a bunch of woods that led down there. And we decided with all this space, Cody 2 brought a boat.
Oh,
We decided to bring slingshots and BB guns.
of course.
And we were just going to do a bunch of shooting. And everyone is sitting there beforehand. We're looking at the pictures, and there's supposed to be a like pool table,
Okay.
dartboard.
Okay.
And we all get there. A lot of us actually get there around the same time.
Oh.
And so we're kind of taking a tour like, oh, this is going to be great. Like we can cook out here. We got all this space. Look at the water down there. And we're like, where is like the pool table? Like, where is that stuff? And we're like, open doors that don't open. And we're like, oh, maybe it was supposed to be down here in this basement. Like, okay, like, well, whatever. Like, we'll be fine. And so the whole trip, we're out there. We're having a great time, taking water. We're shooting at different things. We're putting beer cans in the woods kind of and shooting
Trying
them.
to knock them down.
Then we knock them down. Then we get kind of lazy and we just kind of start throwing the cans in the grass. And, because there's like this barn that they're like, don't go in. It's got like just tools and supplies and stuff. So we were kind of shooting at the ground near it. So we didn't want to hit it. We're trying to be nice.
Trying to be nice.
Trying to be nice. I mean, we did start as, the juices started flowing. We'd start getting closer there and like hanging stuff up there to shoot at.
Oh, we need a better angle.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Target practice. Longer range. We were
Sure.
starting to get really good at shooting.
Wow, you're like, all right, this is not even a
kick it up
challenge
a notch.
anymore. Let's go.
So the very last day, we got down there on a Thursday.
It's always the last day, but yeah.
And so Saturday, we've been inside the whole time, having a great time. But I think it was like, let's get into the town.
The town.
So we hit up like a local brewery that's out there.
Yeah.
And plus we wanted to like shop and get some steaks and make some
Shopping.
food.
Let's go shopping.
And we're all sitting there, and Darkness is still like looking through the Airbnb, and he's like, I just don't know where that damn pool table is. Like, and dartboard, like, WTF. And then finally it just clicks for him, and he's like, it's gotta be in that barn. Like, there's an outside entrance. It's gotta be. And we all look at him and we're like, you are absolutely right. And so within like 30 minutes, we get out there, we go do our shopping, get the food that we want, all head back, run over there, run upstairs, open it up, and there it all is. The pool table, the dartboard, has a little lounge area.
This secret room that you guys never utilized for the entire trip.
We've literally been staring at it, shooting at it.
You dummies.
But, the best part was it almost worked out perfectly because we hadn't been there all night. So we get like music blaring.
And that's your whole night.
And like Cole is our DJ. Cody 2 is our DJ.
Okay.
And he tries to play some crappy young music. And we're like, dude, just play some classic rock for us. And so like...
Gotta get DJ Stepstool on the mic.
I should have been
DJ
there.
Stepstool.
But man, we had like Creedence Clearwater Revival, CCR, like Proud Mary came on.
Okay.
And everyone just started sitting there singing the lyrics as loud as we could.
Good old boys.
Like the very last night, just like ending it on
good
like a super high note. Yep.
Yeah.
And it probably wouldn't have happened if we had found that on day one.
Right.
But why none of us were just like, hey, Airbnb owner.
Yeah.
Where is this? Like...
I mean, the house sounded fantastic. Whoever picked that house, man, they must have known what they were doing.
I did a very good job.
How dare you?
Oh, that was you.
Yes. Even when I see, I'm always there in spirit. The place you guys are staying this time, I picked that out for you. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
In spirit. I'm there in spirit.
You always are. Everybody is.
Yes.
We can feel it.
Ooh. Yeah. Get ectoplasm all over you.
It'd be better than the feet juice, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I got a different one for you. So one of my fondest memories, and it's a retelling, if you will, and it's funny. I'm going to be a hypocrite because I was complaining about it's like I don't want people to tell stories where they're not the main character and a side character. I'm kind of a side character in this one,
okay,
but I'm still very involved. So when I wasn't there for the original, I was shortly after. I think I was there maybe the second or third iteration. So not the first, but really ramped up. I feel like it really ramped up when Seabear, me, Will Billy, kind of joined the crew, and Grizz came. I think that for
so you probably went from like 4 to 8.
4 to 8, really beefed up that group, and right out of the gate, we always made sure that these weekends were themed weekends. Yep. So the first one, we didn't even take into effect like who the team was playing. We were in Baltimore, and the Orioles were playing the Red Sox.
Okay.
And I think it was because, TOW was there and a huge Red Sox fan. But the theme was mustaches and mohawks. So we all got mustaches and mohawks, except for Seabear, who didn't want to cut his long, luxurious hair.
No, he didn't.
So what did he do? Cornrows.
Yes. Yes, he did.
You guys have seen him on camera. He is the whitest of the white. He's rocking a mustache and cornrows. But that's not the story. The story that I want to talk about is the next year when we were like, okay, let's actually like think out these themes, and we picked the weekend. It just so happened that the Orioles were playing the Twins.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yes. So we went as sets of twins. Yes. And there were some good ones, not so great ones. I could go into all of them, and maybe I will because there's so many. Yeah. I could go into each person's twin costume, and like everybody has a story behind this twin story or this twin costume. Good, bad, or indifferent. Yeah. But the one I'm going to hyphenate or exclamation point on, you know which one it is, the winners, I want to say ours were great, but the true winners were Grizz and our friend, I'll just call him Austin.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
call him Austin.
Yeah.
Because there's so many Austins in the world. Whatever. Don't use his real name. I don't know. He doesn't listen. Until now. Yeah, no. So they actually ended up going full makeup. Yeah. Oompa Loompas. They had the overalls, they had the green wigs, they had the orange paint, and they put it all over their faces. We're talking about dog days of summer, bro. And they committed to the bit. Whenever we took photos, and that was the other thing we loved doing, is that you always took photos with people, and that was half the fun. The whole mindset all the way through when we made these themes is we were just trying to get on SportsCenter. That was the whole reason. Yes. We didn't care about who we talked to or how dumb we look. We just wanted to get on SportsCenter. I think it happened maybe once.
Well, because you guys never stayed in the seats long enough.
Well, that too. But the undercurrent is also they don't want to show a bunch of drunk idiots on SportsCenter. So it's like by the time we're ready and we're actually in, we're belligerent, and they're like, we can't put these guys on SportsCenter. We don't want to promote this. But maybe we'll learn our we'll learn our lesson eventually when we're 50.
Yeah, maybe.
But so they were Oompa Loompas, and again they're sweating, and then the game was always, especially in our 20s, was the precursor to the festivities, right? Yes. It was like the appetizer. It was always let's go out afterwards, and you were like, we had no shame in our game. We don't care if we're getting embarrassed or like. Where I was wearing freaking booty shorts, 70s basketball booty shorts with Seabear. But we're like, let's go out like this. Who cares? Maybe we'll get somebody to buy us a drink or something like that. So they went out full-blown Oompa Loompa.
Oh, man.
Full-blown Oompa Loompa. But that's not the craziest part of the story. Do you know the ending of the story?
I don't think I do.
Oh, man. Well, you're in for a treat. So, obviously, we went to bars. And obviously, we were the life of the party. People could not get enough of us. I'm sure. Well, Austin was doing his own thing, and this one girl could not stop hanging. And she was enamored by this Oompa Loompa Austin. Oompa Loompa Austin. She took him home.
Oh, really?
She took him home. And we got him the next day. Yeah. He left his card. It was a whole wreck. He left his card at the bar. He lost his phone in the apartment because he got out of Dodge.
Oh, my God.
It was a whole nightmare. This was also the trip where we took, because we're geniuses and we're cheap, we took 8 dudes in a cargo van and drove up to Baltimore.
Oh, it was that same trip.
That was that same trip. So the drive back was a nightmare. But my favorite part of that story is that when we pick him up, he's still wearing his Oompa Loompa makeup. It's like, dude, did you have your experience still completely in disguise? Or like, he's like, yes, I did.
God.
So congratulations to Austin.
Wow.
He found a special one in that young lady where she's like, keep the wig on and sing the song. Oompa loompa doopa dee doo. I've got a and it's waiting for you. So I mean, hats off to him, man. I mean, he lived the most, and that's Will Billy always talks about the experience. That is an experience that man will never
forget.
So good on you, Austin, wherever you are.
Yes.
Hopefully the wife isn't listening.
And if you have any kids, hopefully they're not listening.
But yeah, I think Grizz has always said, I want the assist on that, because the Oompa Loompa was his idea.
No, that is probably it's you and Seabear as Jackie Moon.
Yeah, we were Jackie Moon.
But you're 1B, but they were 1A, and that's probably the best anyone has looked in any of your
going into it, Seabear and I thought, because we drew names out of the hat, which we'll be doing later for another reason.
Yep.
But we drew names out of the hat, and we just so happened to get each other, and we're very like-minded. We're so freaking creative, and like, we're gonna kill it. So when they trumped us, I was like, hats off.
Yeah.
Gotta give it to them. They went full commit. The makeup was a nightmare.
I mean, it gets to like over 100 degrees.
Dude,
the humidity.
The beads. You remember that funny bit with Rudy Giuliani when his like hair wax started melting down? So that's what it looked like for them. They were bleeding out. And they had white gloves. And they kept taking the gloves off and touching their faces, so that by the end of the day, they were all orange. They're white gloves. I was like, why would you get white gloves?
That girl's... I don't know if she could have gotten that out of her sheets or something.
No, yeah, that'll be forever. Forever emblazoned. Yeah. She's gonna... It's like, I slept with an Oompa Loompa last night. It's like, I don't know if that's something to be proud of, but... I mean, you did it.
And like a Never Have I Ever...
Oh, yeah, she's gonna crush that. Yes. It's like, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. But yeah, so are you guys doing a theme or anything for this trip?
I'm always hesitant to say no.
Okay.
I don't know if like DW is gonna come up with something.
He is with me gone, and with the Seabear's not going, right? No. He has to be the driver of that.
Yeah,
You could do it.
I'm okay when we did like Waldo's.
We did Waldo's. We did Santa's.
We did. I think
Santa's always a go-to.
Yeah, we did Santa's because we had one of Darkness's work friends was Buddy the Elf.
Yes.
So we had an elf with us.
Yes, we did.
And that was good until he got too hot in the costume.
It's tough. That thing is thick.
Yeah. But no, those are fun. The Waldo, I think we did make it onto Sports Center actually with it. But we actually stuck around for like 6 innings.
You committed. You're like, okay, we're going to get this done.
That is the one thing, my very first time I came up, that was the most surprising thing out of everything. There were so many hijinks from that story, and I told a little bit of it, and I wasn't honestly surprised at any of that. I couldn't believe that the second we all went into the game at the same time, and before we got to our seats, splinter groups had already formed.
Splinter cells.
And only like 3 of us actually got to the seats. And then some other group would come over, but then we would leave, and another group, and it just never were we all together at one time. Yeah. And by the 3rd inning, I think there were 3 of us that stayed, maybe 3 more. Some went to the casino.
Yeah.
Some went to walk to other places to sit or something. Just couldn't sit still.
No.
So it's like, no wonder you guys never made it. I think you guys could have.
If we just committed to the bit. But like you said, it's like, at least we had the buddy system. Nobody ever wandered off by themselves.
Not at the game, I don't think.
No.
Afterwards, at least when I went a couple times, Cody too.
He disappeared.
We one time he just found him outside we stayed at a hotel. He was just he didn't have a key, so he was just in the floor on the floor sleeping outside the door.
Outside the door. You didn't think he'd just go to the front desk? It's like, hey, I'm in blah, blah room. This is the name of the room. This is the name of the person on the room. Can I get an extra key? What a dummy. Just sleep at the door like a dog? Yeah. Just waiting for Master to come home. Cody, you're not the smartest.
That's why we love
not the
him,
brightest
though.
bulb in the old house. That's not the analogy, but whatever. Well, anyways.
In the box.
I knowing that I wasn't going... And it's not themed, but I did get you a present.
Oh,
and
that's right.
I want you to take it with you.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do. So I got this for you. Now, it's not, you're not going to be able to do, I didn't get this for everybody. It's just for you.
Okay.
Sam got a birthday. His birthday is literally my wife's birthday.
Yes.
So I always never get him a birthday present because I'm always focused on my wife's birthday present. But I didn't forget this time, just a little bit late. But I want you to look at it while we're... Hold on.
Okay.
While we're recording here, because I think that you'll really enjoy it. There you go. That's for you. Happy birthday.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
What do we got here? I don't know what kind of gag this will be.
Yes! The cryptid!
Home of the Squonk.
You have to wear it on your trip.
Oh, absolutely. Pennsylvania, USA.
You're going to get so many pictures taken with you.
I hope so.
Oh, man. Home of the Squonk.
This is awesome.
Yeah, see?
Oh,
you guys had no idea how scared he was about what I was going to get him for his birthday.
It could have been anything.
Could have been anything, but...
all over the place.
I got you the cryptid Pennsylvania.
That is awesome.
Sure, you're welcome.
Squonk.
There's one. There's a couple of those. I comb through them, and there's one where there's some like really grotesque like versions of the squonk. Like it looks like it's hard for me to say. It looks like like one of those hairless moles. You know what those hairless moles look like? It looks like one of those, but then its face is like really grotesque. And I was like, I don't want him to be like. People look at that shit and be like, bleh. I want him to still be like, oh, look, it's that cute little crying piggy.
Yeah, that's about as close as you can get before people are just going to be like grotesque and be like, I don't want anything to do with you. Get away from me.
Or you just look in the mirror, you're like, ah. So I got you one that I was like, but one of them said like having a squonky day. And I was like, damn, I really want this one. But that thing is so grotesque. I was like, I can't. If it had that one plus the having a squonky day, that would have been the go-to. But I went with that one.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
You didn't.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I told you, I got you, man. But we go from birthdays to MLB.
Yep.
It's time to go. A lot of stuff happened. You know, we're going to spend a ton of time talking about the trades because there was a flurry, as there is every year.
Yeah, there really is.
Of activity. And then don't worry, guys. I know the other thing you guys were waiting for is the Keeper Corner. We got the second round of the Keeper Corner coming up. And then if we have time, we have a few other little jemmies because we have been donned with picking the draft order.
We have. This is great for UNO. Our first year.
Our first year, we're getting to be the announcers of the draft order. To some people's chagrin.
Yes.
People don't trust us. I don't know why. We've given nothing but trusting vibes.
That's what I think.
But they're just like, collusion, don't cheat. And I'm, well, now I want to cheat.
I know.
So just because you said that, I want to cheat.
Now that you just assume that we are, it's like, well, I might as well. It's like that famous scene in Crash. You know, when like a couple walks by. Like,
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
So, yeah, we're not those, okay? Let's just chill out, all right? But before we get into that, let's get into that MLB trade talk. A lot of stuff kind of happened, a lot of moves, obviously. We'll go with the big one last, save the best for last, or the worst for last, depending on what you agree with. Yeah, so, I mean, like, why don't we start out with DW's boy, Adley.
Yes.
Adley Rutschman, officially no longer an Oriole, going to the Red Sox, man. So I'm going to ask on a couple of these right here because they give 4 prospects.
They did.
Instead of asking who won the trade, we're gonna lean on the team that got the help for right now.
Okay.
Did they win or did they lose this trade? So Adley Rutschman, we can go over the picks here really quickly, but do you know off the top of your head?
It was their second, third, and fifth
best prospects in their farm
that were
league
given up from the Red Sox. That is quite a bit.
That's a heavy load.
I will say though, the Red Sox though are loaded with like young talent that is kind of. I mean, they're definitely going to hope that Marcelo Meyer, that Kieran Campbell, obviously the Roman Anthonys of the world, like him, are really going to come to fruition because they really just depleted that farm system. But I think they have a plan B because they got 4 outfielders and you can only play 3 outfielders.
Okay.
So I think they're going to hope to be able to trade at some point. I don't know who they're going to choose. They really should have gotten rid of Duran probably last year. But I don't know if it's going to be Abreu, Rafaela. They're not getting rid of Anthony. No. But maybe they can get some prospects back to kind of replenish that farm system.
Okay, so you're thinking that they're thinking long term that we can give up these prospects because we plan on eventually, like you said, refilling that cupboard, if you will. Yeah, no, this was definitely a loss for the Red Sox for me. And they're 0-2 right now because they got Curtis Mead, fractured his wrist.
First at bat.
Immediately. Yes. And they gave up a young arm with a lot of potential.
I thought it was crazy early.
Yeah. And then on this one, like, no offense to Adley Rutschman, but you gave up 3 of your top 5 prospects for a catcher whose past is probably, you could argue, his best years are behind him already?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like catchers have a long shelf life. Unless you're planning on doing the Wilson Contreras and moving to first base or something like that. I was shocked when I saw this trade and what they gave up for it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that even though I'm wearing a minor league affiliate hat, I'm not a minor league affiliate savant.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I couldn't tell you what, Anthony Anson or their pitching prospect, who is their 4th overall, like you said, Kyson Witherspoon, or, Endy Azakar, their 5th.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you, how they've been doing in the minor leagues, but I trust the MLB pipeline in the sense of they've identified these as top prospects. And whenever we do prospects for current talent right now, that current talent better be top tier.
Yeah,
because we do agree that for these trades, we can understand even if it's a rental, because prospects are prospects. You never know if they're going to hit or not. They're how many prospects, top prospects, fizzle out before they even make it to the majors, or make it to the majors and are nothing but like a 220 average, 10 home runs, 10 steals guys.
Your boy Casey Mize, it's taken like 9 years, and he's like a half-decent starter right now.
Yeah, how dare you? He's my best starter. My best starter on my fantasy team. And we'll get to him. But, I think this was way too much, and it's weird because I feel like Boston almost, they listened to their own hype, and when they went on this like 15-game winning streak, they're like, team of destiny, we're crushing it, we're gonna have this Cinderella season, and it's like they threw their chips in, and I'm like, what are you doing? They threw all their chips in for, I'm sorry, not a great return. No offense, I love Curtis Mead, and Adley Rutschman's great, but I mean, for everything you gave up, like 2 young arms, 3 young arms, because Anthony Anson is a young arm too, right? Yeah, so 3 young arms between these 2 trades and a top outfield prospect. I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem like this meshes well for them. Long-term or short-term.
What do you think, though? Adley Rutschman was he the number 1 overall pick?
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
Okay.
You're going to a new team. That pressure's not there.
How old is Adley?
He's only got to be like 28, 29, I think, right? He's still fairly young. I think he came up early, and I think he got hurt.
Okay.
But what if it's just one of those like new change of scenery? The pressure's not there. You're not asked to do as much. You don't feel the weight of the world. What if he becomes they desperately need a hitting catcher. That bat in that lineup is just what they need for this year and could be going forward.
Yeah, but you're saying that he's a big bet. I mean, he's got 8 home runs this year. He had 9 last year.
He just isn't healthy.
Well, so you're getting an injury prone guy for 3 top prospects?
I'd want to wait and see. You're right, but I think that's something that they're going for. The AL is weak.
And that's why I was like, I don't understand. It's like we've talked about this when we did our division breakdowns, and you were hyping the Red Sox as making that Cinderella run and like that Nats run that we were talking about.
Yeah.
But I mean, that is threading that's a needle through a sewing needle eye or something like that. That is, you're trying to just place it perfectly on the back nine. I don't understand it. This seems like, I don't know. I'm totally opposed to this trade for the Red Sox. And I love that you said, oh, too much pressure coming in. He's going to Boston, man. That's pressure cooker USA. Outside of the Yankees and the Dodgers, you go into that team, or maybe the Phillies because they hate their players for some reason. True. It's a big market team that has a lot of expectation and a rabid fan base. I don't think that the pressure is going to get dialed down. I think it's going to get dialed up for him.
Maybe the pressure of having to be the franchise guy and the face of the franchise. Yeah, I mean you are right. There's going to be more of that like pressure to perform, but they're not going to ask him to be the one that poses for all their opening day magazines. They're not going to be the one that's like the interview for everything.
Is it you're calling like Caitlin Kirk? You're like, just let me shut up and hit the ball.
I think so, and I think that might help him. I don't know. Some of the guys just end up going to a completely new team, and it kind of turns their career around. And so he could do it. I think he can be a solid hitter. I think he fits that lineup, and I think if they're going to go on that run, I think having that bat in that lineup, it is honestly 5 times better than whatever catcher they were going to throw out there.
I guess, but
it's not a guaranteed out anymore like it was. And in the playoffs, you just can't have a guaranteed out.
Maybe I just disrespect the position. It was just like second baseman. Like it's a catcher. Like what are you?
It's true,
but yeah. So let's move on to those the Red Sox rivals, man. Let's go over to the Yankees, and they traded with a couple teams. They picked up Heliot Ramos, and they picked up your boy Luis Garcia, leading the NL in slugging percentage.
Yeah, buddy.
And his first game for the Yankees, what'd he do?
Cracked one out of here.
Like, didn't miss a beat.
Nope. Guy's just pure hitter.
Pure hitter. Okay. So are you giving the Yankees a check plus on this one?
Definitely. That they add. Garcia. I mean, he can't hit lefties, but man, if he's in there on righties, they're just going to go to town. And adding him in there, if Judge can come back, lefty righty matchups. That was perfect for, I think, their lineup. If their pitching can get back to where it should be, get a little bit healthy, that bat. And then Heliot Ramos, I don't know. He seems like one of those, like, Gerardo Parra when the Nats got him. Like, he's up and down. You just don't know if he's going to, like, the trade is going to elevate him for at least the season. I'm not going to say for, like, the rest of his career, but it could be one of those mid-season where he just ends up batting, like, 280, hits some timely homers, game-winning hits or something. Like, he just seems like a good hitter to have in the lineup come playoff time.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like with the Yankees, it's like they have so many. Like, it's going to be hard to predict that starting lineup half of the time. Because, I mean, Luis Garcia, like you said, it's like I could very well see him just being a platoon guy. He's only going to go up against righties.
Yeah.
So, he's going to swap out with, I don't know, what, Jazz? My boy, Jazz?
Your boy.
Jazz. And Ahmed Rosario, and then Heliot Ramos. If let's say that Judge comes back, is he going to DH? If he is, you still have Cody Bellinger in the outfield. You still got Trent Grisham in the background, or the outfield. I
don't think they want Grisham anymore. I mean, he's a great defender, but I think they're kind of over his lack of batting, his inconsistency.
Yeah, he's very inconsistent. So. And they got Jason Dominguez, so it's like they got a lot of guys that are playing out there in the outfield. So, like, I mean, is this just going to be like he plays some, he doesn't play different? Like, but I understand that they needed to do something on the bats because their bats
they're free falling right now.
The Judge drop. I mean, they just can't get it right. So their pitching's been surprisingly good.
I know,
surprisingly good. So I guess I'm giving them the plus. It's just neither. I know that Luis Garcia is a stud, but. I don't know. I don't know if this was enough for them at the deadline.
I think Garcia definitely was.
He might be.
That guy can just rake. They gave up a lot for him, though. The Nats, I think, made out like a bandit on it.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Nats, too, because, I mean, even though they weren't buyers, they sold a lot.
They sold a lot.
But we'll get into it. We'll wrap when we kind of go over the other guys they let go. But you're giving him a check plus. I'm going to give him a check minus.
Okay.
I think it's check minus. I don't think it's great, but, Luis Garcia, he's always been able to swing a good bat.
I'm a little biased. I mean,
a little bit, but he's also a sieve on defense. So you might as well just put him on the DH.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right, let's go to the other, the Nats trading dance partners. So the Guardians, they also, much like the Yankees, they were playing the field, and they got a couple guys from a couple different teams. So they got Joe Adell from the Angels. And they got your other boy, all your Nats.
I know.
No more. You are not allowed to have any more Nats because they all get traded away. Foster Griffin, our ace of the staff, our one all-star on the staff, no longer a National. So did the Guardians win, or did they win or lose this trade getting Foster, Griffin, and Joe Adell?
I think they also made a couple other moves, which was very un-Guardian-like.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I really think, I mean, a lot of these teams are in the AL that made moves because I guess you just hope you get to the World Series to play the Dodgers and hope you get some luck and maybe can win, but it's all about winning that AL pennant. I don't know. None of these picks seem to really do it for me. I mean, Foster Griffin, he has not been pitching great of late. Joe Adell is the streakiest of streaky hitters. I don't think they really gained much from all of this, and I don't think they lost a lot either. I think they're going to be about the same.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I think that the Guardians did this because, again, they saw the Central wide open. They're like, okay, we're still in it. You know, we're going to get our guy Jose back soon, hopefully.
He's back.
He is back.
He's not playing well, but he's back.
Well, then they were like, let's just put some people around him and try and like insulate him a little bit. And DeLauda, you got to get DeLauda.
He's been off and on injured, so I think they kind of got Adell to maybe in case DeLauda goes down or he needs to DH. They got someone for the outfield.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to these pickups, especially I don't think that they gave up too much. But to your point, they don't seem like game changers.
No.
They just seem like kind of adding. And it's funny because the Guardians like trading with us. They traded us for Lane Thomas.
That's right.
A couple years back, and that was not a game changer. We're like, you want him? You're giving us what for him?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like thank you.
Probably a reason why they don't do a lot of trades because I don't think the Guardians generally come out winners.
Yeah. But I hope for Francisco Lindor. Yeah, that did not work out. That's why they're never trading Jose Ramirez. They're like, he's gonna just keep killing it. We're just gonna let him sit on our bench. Moving on to some more pitching prospects. Foster, Griffin, obviously going to the Guardians. The Padres, you talked about my boy Casey Mize. Yeah. The Padres got, two strong pitchers in Robbie Ray and Casey Mize at the deadline. What do you think about this one?
I thought that was great. They needed that starting pitching help. I mean, if your boy can ever come back, he's on your IL.
Pavetta?
Right? Pavetta. No, yeah, Pavetta. If he can
Pavetta,
ever come back.
better. No, he's still another breakdown.
Well, that's why they had to get two pitchers, one lefty, one righty. I mean, Robbie Ray he's streaky as well, but he's been pitching great of late. And Mize is solid to have. But look, when you got Mason Miller as your closer, I thought the Padres were interesting because they looked like they were getting ready to get rid of Mason Miller.
A lot of buzz talking about trading away Mason Miller. Yeah.
But I guess they were able to work out some starting pitching. And, dude, I'll say it here. Sarah playing in tall. Jackson Merrill is playing well. That offense is picking it up. They were way too talented to be as bad as they were when we went over them. Yeah. So add in that pitching depth again, and they could potentially make a run.
Yeah, I think outside of maybe one or two other teams, maybe just one, I think that they probably had the best. I mean, I'm biased because I love Casey Mize, and I've loved him ever since I kind of had him. But I've also, I appreciate starting pitching. Robbie Ray's a starting pitcher by definition. Like, he's going to get you
innings
6, 7.
Eater as well, yep.
He's going to rack up the strikeouts. He's going to get a lot of swing and misses. And I think that they got two really good rotation pieces to kind of push them. They're a game out of the wild card right now.
Yeah.
I think that these were very smart moves. They're like, listen, we trust our bats. Like you said, they've started to come on, got some big names. And if we can just bolster that pitching, we could contend with most everyone. So I think this was great. I think this was probably one of the best, team deadlines that we've seen this year. I thought that was great. Right. I mean, pitchers are on the move, man. So next up, Brewers. We got Dustin May and JoJo getting traded over to the Brewers because the Brewers did not win the Skee-Ball sweepstakes.
No. And I'm okay with that. I don't know if they had the shades of CC Sabathia still in the back of their head. But, man, I was glad they didn't make any, heavy moves. And, Dustin May, I don't know. That might end up being – they might not even – make the postseason roster. I just don't think he's that good.
Pause.
Oh, we're at 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Wow. That went by so fast.
I know. Just, time flies when you're soaking your feet.
Oh, my God.
All right, boys and girls. So we're going to get back to the Brewers and Dustin May, but let's take a quick break as Bigo releases, the first punishment which was Semco watching me soak my foot in pomegranate juice.
How was it with that foot in there?
It was okay. My foot was cramping up because this was, I got a bigger foot than, ooh, yeah.
Nothing's like floating around in there.
No,
Anything is there?
what is that? No, I'm just the fungus, that toenail that was purple fell off in there. That's okay, right?
Well, dip it around that thing, all right?
So we'll go ahead. And this is 8 ounces. We
Yes,
measured.
yes.
This is my kid's cup. Don't drink out of this. And then we got our mason
Sterilized
jar right
ASAP.
here. So we'll do this on camera so everybody knows that we're men of our words. Let's see if I can get this full. I want to make sure I get this thing full of the juices.
Please don't spill it on your computer.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna.
All right, you can do 2. I'll let you eyeball.
Okay.
I don't want you to spill it.
You think that's about half. I'm just gonna pour that in there.
Okay.
A little ASMR. And there's the other half. There's another half right there.
All right, pomegranate, do your thing and kill all that.
It does smell still. It distinctively smells like pomegranate.
Good, thank God.
Distinctively. So let me not spill this pomegranate juice
Yes,
everywhere.
take your time.
I also got a blind dog walking around here. I don't want him drinking that.
Oh.
All right. Sealed for freshness, my friends.
Yep.
And next up, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep talking about the trades while I finish on my business.
Okay.
So we got you. You're not. You said you don't even think Dustin May's gonna make that. He's been streaky, but he's had some good games, my friend.
I mean, he could be one of those guys that goes out and maybe it's a bullpen game and he goes out to throw like 2 or 3 innings in there, or they need a long reliever, or somehow Mizorowski can only go 3 or 4, so they bring him in. I mean, I would take him, but I don't know. They got so many arms that are pitching so much better than Dustin May.
Okay.
I actually like the JoJo Romero pick. I've had him a bunch for him as my holds guy.
Yeah.
He's a great lefty. I mean, he's one of those guys that you just bring in to take on like a Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, Shohei Ohtani.
Lefty relievers are important. They are important.
Like, I think that was actually like the best pickup that they made over Dustin May.
Okay.
Because I think that's going to come in to help them in the postseason. But I was glad that they didn't really try to go out and get like a Mason Miller or the Tarek Skubal. Because I think they know they're building something in Milwaukee, and I don't think they wanted to kind of ruin the role that they're on.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that. I like the Dustin May pickup mainly because I don't know, like the Brewers pitching coach or whoever it is, they just know what to do with their starting pitchers, right? Like you look even past like Mizorowski, and who's the other guy that's like just come out of nowhere, just absolutely.
You got Henderson. Yeah.
Henderson's been great for them.
Quadzilla.
So yeah, I don't know. I like that, and maybe it's because I just streamed Dustin May. He's on my
That's
team now.
exactly why.
But yeah, I'm optimistic that, and again, I still got a soft spot for the Brewers because again, they're always the bridesmaid, never the bride to the Dodgers these last 2 years. So I want to see it kind of succeed. But guys, we are official. There we are. It's got Bigo's signatures all over. I will be sure to have someone inspecting this to make sure that the seal has not been broken.
Okay.
I'm going to take an eyeball. This is about, how big it is. Yeah, we didn't pour any out. And that is for you. Do you want to hold it?
No, I don't.
You want to hold it?
Nope.
Touch it. Yeah. Nom, 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 nom. People didn't, there are some people that didn't realize that we sit next to each other when we record.
Oh, really?
My mom was wondering, she's like, why do you keep looking over there? I was like, I'm looking at Semco. He's sitting right next to me. He's like, he is? I was like, yes. Jeez, Ma. Get with the times. All right, but let's move on. So we talked about the Brewers getting Dustin May and JoJo.
JoJo.
We got the Astros. This seems like a nothing burger to me. Astros getting Dalton Varsho. I'm like, okay.
Well, I guess part of it was they're in it to win it now. They've gone on a run.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our Mariners are swooning right now.
Man, yeah.
They suck.
Well, it's good to know that we weren't the only ones that were shocked by this. Like every pundit in the world's like, we just can't figure it out. Why aren't they? What is going on?
It makes zero sense.
And I mean, you look at Houston; they're winning their division right now. Houston is officially in the lead. I had him winning the wild card.
I can't believe you had them win the wild card. But good on you, man. I still don't get it. Houston just will not die. Just when you think they're out, that's when they seem to come back. Damn, they might win the AL at this point. Yordan Alvarez will just carry them.
Yeah. Christian Walker, Texas Ranger, maybe?
You're me bound.
I'd be bound. He has not gotten a few rebounds for me in a long time.
No, he has not.
No, he has not. They even dropped him in the lineup. Not great for me. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Varsho, good. He's never been a needle mover for me.
Defensively, I guess.
I mean, all right, whatever. All right, how about, Philly's getting the batting average king over here, Luis Arias, to set the table for Harper. And speaking of Harper, they moved him to the outfield.
They did.
Back to the outfield.
And, man, if the baseball gods didn't say, oh, you're getting tested.
Yeah.
The very first pitch of the game, a liner to right field that Bryce had to catch on the run.
Yeah.
He looked a little awkward doing it.
Yeah.
He caught it, but it wasn't like
It wasn't pretty.
It wasn't like, let's just get a few innings.
Yeah.
Maybe he can just get used to moving out there, running back and forth from the dugout. No. First pitch, make the play, man.
There you go.
So at least you're kind of, standing up and doing something for yourself to make that move, claiming you want to win, but
Do you think it was part like this is kind of a dig at Harper's like, oh, you want some help? Hey, we got one of the best contact hitters in the sport. Oh, but you're gonna have to move.
I hope so.
You're gonna have to move.
I hope so.
Yeah, you're not our first baseman anymore. So a little bit of a dig. I don't know. Maybe it'll motivate him being back in the outfield. Guy's got a cannon, but didn't he have a bulky elbow? Isn't that why he got to the first base? Yeah. You're going to test him. I bet you a bunch of people are going to run on him out
As
in the outfield.
they should. Plus, he hasn't done it in so long.
I mean, he's no Ego, who led the league in outfield assists for like 5 years in a row.
Well, it's because you're closest
Got a
to
cannon.
home plate from left field.
What? No, you're not.
It's easier to get the field is usually.
Do you know how dimensions work? Like
the left field is usually in more, so he plays further in.
Do you have? What's the data behind this?
I just know.
Yeah, you just know. Yeah. Baseball Simcoe over here. Get out of here. So yeah, Phillies get stronger. I actually like this pick because their infielders, like you look at Stott and you look at Baum, not the best.
No.
They needed a guy that was going to set the table, and he sets the table.
Yeah, he does.
And they can kind of just. But it's weird. It's like I haven't looked since he's joined the lineup. Is he batting first or second? Is Schwarber still batting first?
Schwarber's got to be batting first.
That's a weird bit.
Yeah.
You got a power hitter batting first, and then you got
a singles hitter.
Yeah, and somebody that's not going yard batting second.
Schwarber better get used to running from like first to third or something.
Just gonna walk them. They're like, all right, we're gonna turn the double play here.
Yeah, because Erez is not fast either. So
no, he is not. Yeah, crazy. He is such an enigma in the sport where it's like he can lead the league in batting average, but have 2 stolen bases.
Yes,
it's such a weird bit.
And struggle to find a footing on a team. He gets traded all the time because that's all he does.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, this is like his 4th team in the last 4 years.
I think so.
He went Marlins, Padres, Giants. Now that's weird. That's a weird bit. All right. Well, speaking about not the Marlins, Tampa Bay. I don't know why maybe because they're both in Florida, but Tampa Bay, they made some pretty big moves.
I think so.
Especially for Tampa Bay.
For Tampa Bay.
Okay. Went out and got Freddie Peralta must be so thankful. He's like, thank you. Got Freddie Peralta, the guy that the Mets literally just signed. That's embarrassing.
Yes, it is.
That is embarrassing.
That is waving the white flag if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, and then Liam Hicks, who's been a strong bat for the Marlins.
He had a grand slam, I think, the other night. His first game with them.
You're talking about good hitting catchers.
Yep.
There's one right there.
From Miami. Maybe that's why you were thinking of the Marlins.
Maybe that's why. Yeah.
To your point, I think Peralta going into a pitching organization could maybe turn it around this year.
So you like this you think that the Rays won this trade?
I do.
Or do you think they're winners in making this trade?
I think they are. I mean, they're going for it as well, and they, they're starting pitchers on Tampa Bay. It's a matter of time before McClanahan or I can't think of the other one. It goes down. I think the one already left to start not too long ago.
Rasmussen,
yeah. And maybe they can fix Peralta. Maybe once again, new location out of the Mets. I heard something in New York where Freddie Peralta, Soto, and Lindor all had to get together to clear some air or something about. I don't know. I didn't even really care to honestly know what. I'm starting to think Soto is a diva.
I didn't realize it, man. I didn't, but I'm coming around to that. I'm coming around to that thinking, just because at some point, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yes.
And it just keeps coming up, and it keeps coming up, and it's a shame because he seems like a nice kid.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's uber talented, and it's like, but you can. We're getting off on a bit of a Soto tangent here, but like this has got to be I want to know when this happened. Did this happen when he came to the Mets, or was this already kind of a precursor? Because I could see it aligning with when he went to the Mets, because the owners literally just were like, "We'll do anything for you.
Yeah.
You get your own suite for life." And whatever you need, we're gonna do. So that exiting manager, Carlos, maybe he was onto something.
So.
And he's like, they did just pamper the crap out of him.
I think that's why he said what he said, because it was like, you guys don't understand. It's bad, like bad. And then now you hear this about like Lindor and Soto, like just like weren't even speaking to each other. Basically, it's like, okay, like there's guy. I was even thinking it might have been when he was with the Yankees. A taste of like New York. Because him and Judge, Jimbo had them both on his team. Oh my God, that was crazy. But like, I mean, he couldn't have done anything wrong on that team. And maybe he just got that big head, New York, just the spotlight on him, and he loved it. And I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. So, there's one other team that I could argue outside of, I'm still a fan of what the Padres did, but there's one team that I think even edges them out. It's the Cubs. Cubs went out and they got Kevin Gausman, they got Clay Holmes, and they got Braxton Garrett.
I agree.
I mean, it's hard to say they didn't win the trade deadline.
It's exactly what they needed. They didn't give up but so much for any of them. I think they lucked out because I don't think Gausman was going to re-sign.
Yeah.
Clay Holmes is part of that Mets roster that was
purge.
And Braxton Garrett, I mean, he's a little bit injury prone, but he's got good stuff. But yeah, they needed starting pitching bad, and they picked up two that are definitely going to play. Braxton, it's to be seen, but no, Gausman is a postseason type pitcher.
He is. Yeah. That's that. I love the Gausman trade. Clay Holmes and Braxton, to your point, they got potential of making some big impacts. And much like how when a pitcher goes to the Brewers, he just excels. It's like, I feel like when the Marlins pitchers leave Miami, they excel.
Yes.
So maybe this is the exact thing that they
needed.
He's going to just come out and just become an ace.
I hope that for the Cubs. I like the Cubs.
You like the Cubbies?
I do.
I don't know.
You don't like the Cubs.
I'm indifferent to the Cubs because it's weird. It's like they're a big market team, but there are times that they act like they're a small market team.
I think that's their plan.
Yeah.
They always want to be considered that lovable losers.
Yeah,
almost.
it's like Wrigley Field. Look how cute. Ivy in the outfield.
In the middle of like the city.
Downtown. I've been to Wrigley. It's pretty cool.
I want to go.
Yeah.
Man, you've been to a lot of ballparks.
I got to check them on the list.
Nice.
That's how you can entice me back to the FAG. Go to a ballpark I haven't been to before.
Yeah, I think the next one I want to go to is Atlanta.
Yeah, I haven't been to
We
Atlanta.
can get Ill Will to go down too.
Well, yeah, he goes every year. You don't need to twist his arm.
I know, exactly.
He goes every year. I know that. I know. I've got the anchovy pieces to prove it. All right. So, speaking of, perfect segue. Speaking of, I'm going to jump one. I was speaking of the Braves and going. It's like the Braves made some moves. Tyler Mahle and Lane Thomas. What do you think? This was the worst. They struck out.
Literally. Yes. Yeah, that was awful. The only thing I will say is they would have gotten an A
If
they were able to pull off a coup and get Jacob deGrom.
Ooh, yeah.
And so, like, it seems like they thought they were really close, even though deGrom had a no-trade clause in there. I guess they thought he was going to waive it. He didn't, but I guess they put all their eggs in that basket. And that would have given them an A.
Yeah.
I mean, him and Sale.
Ooh, yeah.
With that offense, that's a great postseason. The bullpen had been pitching great, but now that they missed out on that, Lane Thomas,
Yeah.
Mahle. I mean, Mahle had like 4 months good he was good last year for like 4 months.
Yeah, and he's a journeyman, man. It's like, I mean, he's not a difference maker.
He throws hard. It's like the speed in football. He's the Jalen Waddle or something. Like, just because a guy can throw hard, he's just gonna keep finding a team.
Jalen Waddle's getting strays over here. We're talking about baseball trades, and somehow you just get a chance to crap on Jalen Waddle. That's
Any
hilarious.
chance I get.
No, I mean, yeah, it's like Tyler Mayo. I'm just like, what are you doing? It's like, I mean, that screams of two things. One, like you said, they struck out on the ground, and then they panicked. Like, we got to get something. And then two, it also tells me that their current rotation, they're really scared that they're not healthy, and they're not coming back. Schwellenbach's still on the IL. Is Strider back? I think Strider's back, but he keeps going off and on and off and on.
And he's just not. He's
not the guy he
ever
was
going
like
to
2
be
years
the
ago.
same.
No, that was a perfect season for him. And then, I mean, Smith-Schuster just came back, but
Smith-Schuster.
not Smith-Schuster. Who am I thinking?
Smith-Sawyer.
Smith-Schuster. Oh, you got me talking about football. You got me distracted. So, I mean, like, this screams that, like, we don't trust our pitchers to stay healthy, so we need another arm. So we're going to go out and get this journeyman who seems like he can still pitch.
Kind of. Once every 5 games.
But again, I'm looking, I'm like, is this in addition to anything? Is he going to start over Reynaldo Lopez? Is he going to start over Martin Perez? Maybe. Is he going to start over Bryce Elder? Like, who's he going to?
I think it's
take?
Ronaldo Lopez. I think they're
going to put him back in the RP, the relief, the long relief.
I think that's what they wanted to do. I think Ronaldo Lopez is going to stay right in that starting spot.
Yeah, so I'm like, where exactly were you planning on him fitting into this? Are you planning on doing like a 6-man rotation? Like, I don't really understand that pick. Now, again, DeGrom makes it easy because you're like, yes, he jumps right behind Sale.
Yes.
All right, and everybody gets kicked down a notch. But in this one, I'm like, is he better? Is he better than the rest of the guys you have in the rotation right now? Like, again, I'm telling you, something tells me that they're like, well, these guys are not healthy. Somebody's going on the IL. Somebody's getting shut down. So, yeah, I think we both agree. I mean, they're definitely my losers. Sorry, Will, but the Braves, that was not – especially – and obviously what makes it worse is that they're a top contender in the NL. Everybody, all the other contenders made big moves. Big moves. Cubs made big moves. Brewers made big moves. We'll get to the Dodgers.
Yes, we will.
We'll get to the Dodgers. I mean, Phillies even made a move. That Luis Arias, I know you're not a huge fan of it. I'd still trump that over to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Padres made moves. Like, for when everybody else was making these big, team shifting decisions, you guys picked up Lane Thomas. Like, no, we talked about this. No offense, man. He was a Nat, and we loved him when he was a Nat, but we thought we scammed the Guardians when we traded him to the Guardians. And then he gets traded again. How's this guy getting on teams? I don't get it.
Because he had one good year.
He's got to be good on defense. Is he a good defender, Lane Thomas?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was watching. So I was watching the Braves game before I headed over here, and I heard that Lane Thomas is really only gonna bat against like lefties, so he's not even gonna be an everyday player. And I saw Acuna foul a ball off his leg. Dude, he was. He singled the next pitch. He was limping heavily. I'm like, this poor guy just can't catch a break. I'm like, it's just gonna be a matter of time. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if go home, turn it on, and it's like, and Acuna's out with a fractured fibula or something.
Yeah.
And be like, of course he's got so much guard on his leg, and I'm like,
how did you find a spot? Yes. How did you find a spot? Heat-seeking missile. And BT Dubs, Strider is now. They're saying he's likely out for the rest of the season. So come on down, Tyler Mayo. So
Smith-Schuster better get back up here.
The Brewers pitching coach should get a raise. The Braves pitching coach should get fired because he can't keep his guys healthy. Let's go back to so we go from the Braves. Let's go back over to the AL really quickly. Let's go to your White Sox. All right, because they made a flurry of moves. Nothing that really was again earth shattering, but it's almost like they're like, we're gonna do something, and we're gonna keep this dream alive. Did you like it? They got Brenton Doyle from the Rockies. They got Luis Castillo from the Mariners. They got Brazoban from the Mets. And they got Joey Bart.
I don't know. A catcher.
You are not a fan of any of these.
I thought they were useless moves. Like you said, they were just trying to make moves to like join in. I don't know.
It's like, we don't want to be the only one not in the party.
Like,
I want a dance partner.
Bretton Doyle. I mean, how many more shots is he going to get after the one good year he had?
I had him that one good year.
Did you
Loved
really?
him. But even I saw the cracks like at the end of the year.
season,
I was
yeah.
like, ooh, I'm not picking this guy back up.
I don't think any of these guys honestly made Luis Castillo. I mean, I guess you hope that he finds half of that magic he used to have, but he has not been good for the last couple years. It's not like he just cratered this year.
Yeah, I mean, he's just kind of mediocre. You know, there's nothing that really screams ace of a staff.
I mean, perhaps because they've had a little bit of he's had some postseason experience.
Yeah.
That maybe that helps them if they
yeah.
get there, or help them make a push for the postseason. So I get it on that standpoint. I mean, again, they didn't give up like a whole lot, and they kept all their young core and everything. But I don't know. I mean, look, if Bretton Doyle comes out and just like lights it up somehow, some way, even though he was in Colorado,
That's not happening.
yeah,
That's not happening.
Colorado's had so many one-hit wonders. It's just you're just another one of those that go to another team and are.
I might have to
terrible.
go. I might have to re-pick up one of their one-hit wonders. Mickey might be coming back on my team. I need some love from Mickey Moniak.
You struggling over there.
Oh, man, I'm grasping at straws here, my friend. But yeah, I mean, none of these. I mean, Luis, you have to argue is the biggest name off of this list, and the one that could probably make the biggest impact.
Yeah.
But you know, he was what, the fourth pitcher on that Mariners staff.
Might have been fifth by the end of the year.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, like Mariners gave up their fifth starter for
nothing really. Yeah. Didn't really get anything back, but Mariners didn't try to really do much.
Yeah, well, that's the next one on our list. Let's talk about the Mariners, man. So they got rid of Luis Castillo and they got Taylor Ward.
Oh my god.
I think he's like one of the leaders in MLB in walks. So hey, he's getting on base.
I mean, that's something. Just that lineup. How is this team like they're on like a 5-game losing streak? I think the Astros are barely over 500. I don't get it. This is one of those like super head scratchers that I'll never understand.
It's weird because they feel like there's a major league team that does this every year, where you're like, it's like you can't decide. Are you buying? Or are you selling? What are you doing? Like, we're selling. We sold Luis Castillo, but we're buying. We're getting Taylor. Wait, make up your mind. What are you doing? Like, you got dual personalities here. It's like buy, sell. Buy, sell.
Because it's also because I think I don't want to give too much fantasy advice out here, but Seattle does have an arm that I think they're looking to like bring up in middle of August to maintain his rookie status. But they're going to make him their pitcher, so it makes it sound like they've sold and they're caving it in because they want to give this guy some action. So I don't know. I can't believe that they just are just kind of going to be okay with. I mean, the Astros could go on a 5-6 game losing streak.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Mariners have just kind of given up.
It seems like it, but again, that's what makes the Taylor Ward pickup just so curious. I'm like, why did you pick him up?
It's like does someone in the front office like know him and are like, you know what, he's a good dude. I want him on here.
It's my cousin. You know, little nepotism.
Yeah.
Little sprinkle of nepotism in here. Yeah. This is the head scratcher. I can't figure out what the game plan is here, and I think that the front office can't either. As a Mariners fan, you got to be like, well, like seriously, like what are we doing? Because again, we weren't the only ones that had these aspirations for them. You got to imagine that town was a buzzing. We're like, man, we were so close. We're gonna bounce back and we're gonna crush it this year, and it just never materialized
From the get-go, basically.
It's crazy. Like, I don't understand it. But let's go. You got a couple of things I'm not ready to talk about.
Oh, come on.
We got to talk about the last one. Are you doing the last one? The big one, the big trade, or you want to do our fantasy talk first?
Let's do that stuff first.
You want to do the fantasy stuff? Fine. Get your licks in. Go ahead.
Yeah.
As you swish around my foot juice, go ahead.
No, you and I, we had a fantasy baseball matchup last week.
Did we?
We did. Yeah, I know. It didn't seem like you really were paying much attention.
I know you trying
were.
everything.
I know you were. But you are actually one of only 2 teams to beat me this year.
That's right. Hang my hat on that.
6-5.
6-5.
You and DW with a 6-5 victory as well.
That's right.
This was a little different.
Yeah.
This one was an 8-2 drubbing.
by yours, Semko's truly. I was leading that matchup through Wednesday, and then you just, like you said on our podcast, you just kept creeping back.
Yeah.
Kept creeping back.
And first of all, I just want to say you technically, in my book, you only literally won one category because I punt on one, and you got one hold and save.
I'll take the asterisk or whatever you want to call it. But you've got some stats. Very few things that you revel in more than beating me in fantasy. Yeah. So I know you did a deep dive. So what do you got for me, my friend?
So I just want you to know, and look, I'm going to be the first one to be honest. My record is as good as it is because I sometimes do run into guys that don't have a very good week. Mm-hmm. And that happens almost every week.
Every week.
But you last week set the record for every year that we've ever played fantasy baseball for the highest ERA ever.
We did it!
In a single week.
We did it!
7.82.
There's a reason why Seawald is officially not on my lineup in my
yes, Infinity.
Infinity over a week. He gave up 5 runs and got not a single out in one inning. I was like, get this guy. And the worst part is that I was already like, because he had already gotten bumped from the closer role because he blew another save. And I was like, I should just get rid of this guy. But I was like, should I use an ad drop for him? And then I waited too late, and whammies. 5 runs in no innings. Just infinity.
It was crazy because I would look at your team, and it didn't show any pitching stats. But then when I looked at the score, I'm like, how did his ERA just jump up like 2?
Just skyrocket.
You also did. You set the single-week record for highest whip.
That's what I do, baby.
1.84.
Again, that helps when Seawald doesn't register a freaking out, and he gives up 5 hits and 5 runs. Infinity and beyond. Infinity. Don't worry, man. You just got to worry about you. You're sitting pretty. You're like,
I am.
I can't wait. And at this point now, I don't even care if it's me, but I can't wait until you get knocked out of the playoffs. And you just eat that humble pie. Every week we do this podcast, you're like, oh my God, my team's so good. Oh my God, am I 30 games in front of second place? Or am I 20 games in front of second place? And I just can't wait for you to get knocked off that pedestal.
You'd be doing the exact same thing.
I would.
The roles were
Of
reversed.
course. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
That's why you would be worse than I am.
How
right
dare
now,
you? I don't know if this. Maybe I wouldn't go to the deep dive stats that you did. You're like worst ever. I wouldn't be doing that. But baseball's not my jam either because I'm already sweating the bet we just had. Oh my God! Like I was like, I might have to bomb my fantasy draft because I'm not liking where this is going to it. Why I chose to right before the trade deadline to make this bet with you, I will never know. But right, dude, I think they've got I think the Nats, because for those of you who don't remember on the last podcast, right before the trade deadline, again, didn't register with me, my Nationals and Semko's Pirates had the exact same record. And we had floated the idea of who's going to have a better record at the end of the season, the beginning of the year. And I got those bet juices of flowing, and I said, let's do it right now. It's dead even. It's anything could happen.
Yeah.
And quite literally, before we started, they have lost every single game since that bet was made. I cursed them. But at that time, there was still some talk about the Nats potentially being buyers because they're like, hey, we might. And then we went on that losing streak, and they're like, sell the farm. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not loving this. The bet was whoever wins gets to pick the lineup of the losers' fantasy football team when we face each other in fantasy football. I'm still holding out hope that they go on a run.
There's still a lot of games.
They got a lot of, and they got the bats. They can recover, but they are not doing themselves any service right now because they're now 55-60, and you're only one game, two and a half games right now. You're at 57-59 right now.
I Pirates ain't looking too hot either.
So I'm hoping that you give your Pirates some bad juju when you go up there this weekend
I
and
bet
they
you
lose
are.
the whole freaking weekend
To the Mets.
swept by the lowly Mets.
That would be awful.
And then I'm right back in it.
You are.
Right back in it. If I need to jinx them, I've got 2 Pirates on my baseball team, my fantasy team right now. I'm going to just pick up all the Pirates and jinx them all so that they lose.
That's smart of you to do.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to win baseball, so you might as well have a shot at football.
Yeah, don't count me out, man. I squeaked into the fantasy hockey playoffs last round. Sneaked in, and I was like 2 saves away from winning the freaking belt. 2 saves.
But you didn't.
No, I didn't.
That's okay.
I did not, man. But yeah, so let's finish up with the big one. We've been regretting it because I hate it. I hate it. You know, we kind of always knew this was going to happen, and it was the worst kept secret in the world. But Tariq Skubal officially is a Dodger.
He is.
Wearing that Dodger blue.
Looks good in it.
And I'm just so bitter about it. I'm so bitter that, and like, I mean, I guess it's I the beholder, but I saw what the Brewers were willing to give up for Skubal, and I think it was more than what the Dodgers were, and yet the Detroit Tigers still gave it up to the Dodgers. And then it shows you how universally hated it was when both GMs for the Dodgers and the Tigers had to come out with a statement saying, this didn't ruin baseball, and we did the best thing for our organization, and that shows you how universally hated you doing this is. And I understand that they shouldn't care about public opinion.
Yeah.
They really should be doing what's best for their organization. But again, I would argue that for the Tigers at least, better for the organization would be going with that Brewers trade, because I thought they would have gotten more back.
It probably would have. Maybe they wanted to do right by Skubal. Who knows?
Yeah, who cares? He's not going to... Okay, go ahead. I'm going to let you finish. I'm going to let you finish.
No,
Kanye West. I'm going to let you finish.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I honestly did.
No, you don't.
I really did, because the Dodgers are doing absolutely nothing that any other team, given their situation, wouldn't do. If this was your team, you'd be like, of course. Like, why wouldn't we? They've done everything right. They've done what the Nats tried to do when they won their World Series. So the Dodgers, they got owners that want to pay. Ted Lerner had money and was willing to pay at a time. They've got a farm system that is top 3 in Major League Baseball. So obviously they just can't go out there and buy people like the Yankees did with the Jason Giambis, the Roger Clemens, the Randy Johnsons, the Mark Teixeiras, the Scott Borases, like leading the charge of just wait and go sign with the Yankees and don't have a farm system to do anything with. They've also found players like the Nats tried to do to get deferred payments. Soto didn't want to do it. Bryce didn't want to do it. They've got all these good dudes that are like, you know what? We're going to sit here and we will take deferred payments so that you can go ahead and build a team and we can win World Series. I mean, I guess the Miami Heat and San Antonio Spurs, when they played with LeBron James, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, I guess no one should have won. They all took less money. Jalen Brunson, the only way the Knicks won, they took less money.
Dodgers didn't, but those players didn't take less money. They just took it later.
Okay, but what major league players? So getting back to Bryce, telling the GM to go do something. You know, Christopher Sanchez deferred money. I didn't see Trey Turner. I didn't see Kyle Schwarber. I didn't see Bryce Harper with deferred payments. You probably could have gotten someone better than Arez that wasn't going to force you into the outfield if you just took that. So the Nats tried to do that. They tried to do the exact same thing that the Dodgers are doing and failed at it because they couldn't find the right guys to do it.
They didn't fail at it. They attempted. What else are you going to do?
They attempted, but they attempted to do the same thing that the Dodgers are, and we get mad at it when it's like, but that's what every team would want to do. Like, if this was your team, if this was the Nats doing it, and they have... No. I'd say this, if they didn't have a farm system, I'm against it. I think if they're just looking to buy people, then that's fine. But if they're going to build and they're actually going to develop guys and use them and take advantage of a team like the Tigers, who they should have gotten rid of Skubal at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers probably wouldn't have gotten him. Yeah. But you know what? They came up to this and are taking advantage like anybody else would absolutely do.
No, so the difference is that it's not one or the other. They do both. Yes, they have a farm system, and I understand that, and they're building talent from within, but they're quite literally a farm system. Like that farm system, we talked about it on the last one. They're not ever going to get those guys. They're literally feeder programs to trade out, which I'm fine with because that's how good organizations run. But the thing is that they get their cake and they eat it too, because they do that and they go out and they overspend for guys. And I have a little bit of a qualm with what you're saying, because the Nets tried it with 1 or 2 people. The Dodgers do it with everyone, and that is why their salary is meteorically higher, and it will be when they sign Scooball in the offseason too, because there's no salary cap and they can just keep deferring money because they have the deep pockets. A team like the Nats, they can try that deferred payment for one player. But when you're the Dodgers, you're going to say, hey, Kyle Tucker, you can come on and you're going to get your paycheck. It's going to be a little bit delayed because we're going to do that the same thing with agreements with 10 of the other best players in baseball because we can afford to do that with 10 people. Then, yeah, of course, Kyle Tucker's going to come because he's going to be like, hey, I'm going to get all my money a little bit later than usual, but I'm also going to get to play with Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani and all these people because they're also getting all, like, these teams, they can do it with one, they can do the deferred program, and that's part of the reason that Bryce left us is because we're like, we'll give you the deferred money, but we can't, even if we do that, we can't pay anybody else. And he's like, well, I don't want to be the guy, and I'm not getting paid on time, and you guys aren't giving me any talent, so I'm going to go to Philly where they're going to give me my check ahead of time, and they promise me that they're also going to be adding more talent. So that's the difference in those two, and sadly, that's 70% of the major league teams. They can't afford to offer deferred payments to 20 people.
Well, I think when you look at it, guys want to get their money and get it now. I don't think there's all these guys out there that want to do that. I don't think if you gave them the option, I don't think they're going to say, yes, I'll do deferred payments. I want my money now, because not only could they get it now, they could invest it now and probably make more than what they're going to get. So I don't think you have everyone out there that would just take deferred payments because everyone wants that chunk of money. They want it now.
They got that J.G. Wentworth mindset. It's my money and I need it now.
Yes. So I think the Dodgers, though, have just found the right guys that are actually like willing to do it. Be like Tom Brady. Be like Peyton Manning. Take the cut.
I think Mahomes did it too recently too. I think they restructured
a bunch.
his. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's just. I mean, I get it. Like football is a little different unless you're the quarterback. Yeah. So I didn't want to like superly go there. But guys don't want to generally do that. But that's. If you got guys that do that, now we can get in the argument about. I would say that if anything comes out of these labor talks, Shohei Ohtani's contract, it's 97% of it is deferred from like 2034 to like 2043.
Yeah,
that needs to change.
There needs to be like a deadline. You can do deferred payments up to like 10 years after,
and like a certain percentage of the contract. Like now that is like absolutely crazy, but. I think if every team could try to do that with guys, but I want to say this. I think the Dodgers are taking advantage of a situation.
Okay, yeah, they're definitely taking advantage.
That I think honestly goes back to 1998.
Wow, we're going way back.
We're going way back because 1994, you had the strike-shortened season, no World Series. Mm-hmm. 1998, McGwire and Sosa. For those younger listeners out there, viewers, 1998 in baseball will never be replicated.
No,
that was
those were good old days.
Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire, their pursuit of Roger Maris's record was must-watch TV. It was great because Sosa played in day games, so if he homered, it was like, will McGwire do it tonight? It was electric.
Yeah, you were watching those games live, and you were watching SportsCenter after, and you're just like, chicks dig the long ball.
Chicks dig the long ball. They're panning to every at bat. Yeah. It was such a
and
great
then there was
thing.
a rivalry too. It's like it meant something that there was like multiple people all going for it at the exact same time
in the same division. So they played each other a bunch. It was just, and social media wasn't like it is. So it was just everyone was like, baseball was the top of the world right then and there. But Major League Baseball looked completely a blind eye to the steroids and all of that. And so then when that all happened, when those five guys went to court, the Rafael Palmeiros, the Barry Bonds, Mark McGwires, Balco, all that, Major League Baseball had to sit there and say, we need to focus on getting fans back because the fans left. So thanks to Bud Selig, Rob Manfred had to try to build from somewhere else. So he's tried to, and I think he made the right decision. He's got to build the game from within. But he completely then neglected looking at these owners that aren't paying money, local contract deals that the Dodgers have this massive media contract locally. And like the gap, as we talked before, between the top spenders and the bottom has gotten so big. But Manfred had to make a choice, and it's paying for what they overlooked all the way back then that has us where we are now. And I kind of don't like it, but I can't blame the Dodgers for doing it, man.
Yeah.
Because if it was my team, I'd be like, we're doing everything right. Like we're building a system. We're getting guys that want to play and win championships and taking a pay cut basically to do it.
I don't know. Would you be a lump sum guy, or would you be like, let's say you won the Mega Millions? Would you take the lump sum, or would you take it over?
I want to win
25
championships.
years?
I want to play in playoffs. I want to play in World Series, Stanley Cup Finals. I want to play and win at the sport. So if I have to take at that point, plus these guys are making so much money. What's the difference?
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like it's easier to. And I think there was kind of a status shift where it's like there are, and I think they're more finite than you might admit, but I feel like there are finite guys that want to be, I have the highest AAV and I want to be the guy that's getting the most. I'm the highest paid
absolutely.
and this and that. But I think that number of players is dwindling, and they're more like, to your point, it's like, what am I going to do with $500 million right now? I don't need that. Taxman's taking half of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wouldn't take the lump sum just because I don't trust myself to have that kind of money all at once. It's like, I like the Bobby Bonilla bit where it's like, oh man, it's like, I used all my money. Oh, there's another million coming. All right, I'm good.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's got to feel like, deferred payment's got to feel like just like free money. You just open up the mailbox, you're like, hey, there's $1 million check in here.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Why wouldn't you want that? I was like, that's why I never understood. I understand that it's like inflation, like $1 million now is going to be worth like $500K 5 years from now, or whatever you want to, like, I'm hyperbole. But just spacing it out, it prevents you from just being like, I can buy an island right now.
I know. It's true.
It's like, no, just buy the house on the island. Don't buy the island. And also, it's like, people can't rob me. Like, this guy got like $100 million.
It's true too. You get overlooked a little bit, maybe.
You know, it's like, yeah, this guy only good. They Google it, they're like, oh, this guy only made $5 million last year. Yeah, for the next 50 years. Thank you. Yeah, man. I knew you were gonna give me a fight on this. I'm not a fan. And I don't disagree with you that I'm not mad at the Dodgers org. Like, they're playing within the rules.
Yeah.
And they're playing, and they're like, to your point, I'll give you some flowers.
Thank you.
Like, again, who would say no to the opportunity to bring on Scooball if they could, and if they had the means to? Of course. But it just frustrates me that you talk about the divide, and this is the icing on the cake. It really is.
I hope this is where these labor talks, it's kind of like, players, come on.
Yeah.
Like, this is just, you can't just have teams unloading guys every year, or a team like the Brewers that are afraid to do this, because they weren't going to be able to re-sign Scooball.
Yeah.
So it's like the Brewers, I mean, they offered the better deal.
Tigers. Oh, the Brewers offered the
Yeah. But they weren't going to be able to re-sign Scooball.
No. It was a true rental.
It was.
Like, the Dodgers are like, this is more of a tryout. It's like, how do you do for us, and then we'll negotiate your contract. Yeah. That's going to be it. Because we're still going to be the highest bid, if we so choose.
Yeah.
But if you ask the bed this next round, maybe we don't decide to resign you. But if you're up to snuff, then, and that's probably what Boris is telling Scuba. He's like, just throw lights out right now, because you're going to get the bag if you do from the Dodgers.
I hope the Dodgers have like the best trust funds or something, because I don't know how they plan on paying all these guys in like 20 years. So they've got to have something set up to where they're going to be ready to pay all this.
Yeah, I mean, it's got all that money in a Roth IRA. It's like, we don't have to come to this until 50 years down the road, when everybody's got that last big paycheck, and then it'll have accrued all that interest, and then we'll be able to pull out of it.
Or are they just going to like claim bankruptcy? Be like, a team
it's
is
like, who
bankrupt.
cares? They're rolling the dice that the MLB is going to go under in like 50 years. Or they'll pay these guys because the league's going to be toast. Who knows? All I know is that, like, I don't know, as a co-player, if you're pissed off by the Dodgers and the players on the Dodgers, and if you're going to take it out on them when you play them.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to see an uptick in like HBPs, like hit by pitches for the Dodgers? Are you going to see a lot more like guys breaking up a double play, spikes up, like getting them spikes in the middle infielders like calves? Are we going to see a lot more of those?
Got to even the playing field somehow, knock them out.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're not the only ones doing spikes up, my friend, because I do have a little break before we go back into. We did a lot of time on the baseball, and there's so much to go over. We love baseball.
We do.
But we're speaking of spikes. Did you hear about this guy who got arrested for making homemade spike strips for kids who were riding their bikes in his front yard? Did you hear about this? Unbelievable.
This is nuts.
I'm like, how insane? Like, you're harming a freaking child. But this guy from Minnesota man. He was in charge after he installed a homemade spike strip in his front lawn to stop children cycling across his property out of spite. He admittedly said, I did it out of spite. When police arrived, they discovered a clear plastic sheet measuring about 3 feet long that had been like hammered into the ground, so it can't get moved. There were 40 screws about 3 inches long that were coming through the plastic so that their points stuck straight out.
If we could can we have a
maim a
clause
kid?
to stone somebody to death? Like, this guy deserves the worst of the worst.
I mean, like, I know you're upset, but dude, like, they're children.
I know.
They said investigators found like bicycle tracks leading around and underneath the device. Again, it's easy to identify why he did this. Is because he's trying to get him to stop cutting through my yard, getting to the local park, but. This guy's like 39. He's like our age doing this. I was like, were you not a kid at some point?
I know.
And you just, you're just riding your bike and, you're trying to make a quick shortcut to get to the, like lighten up. You don't know. It's like, I've got there's houses behind me and they moved, but there were a couple kids who would hop their fence and they would go down my side grass and they'd like cut up to get to a friend's house on this side of the neighborhood. Yeah. And I was like bitter. I was like, you're messing up my yard.
Yeah.
Can you not every time? Never in a million years was I thinking I'm going to maim these freaking kids or like damage their property. That's insane.
Yeah, no, that's nuts. We actually had, where we live, down at the end of the cul-de-sac actually leads to like the school, and there's a bunch of fields where a bunch of kids play. And almost every neighborhood has a fence. But my next door neighbor, she does not. And so... And this was around the time, too, where, like, a couple of those... Remember, like, when people were, like, going into other people's driveways? It would just be, like, a delivery driver and we're getting shot at and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it was, like, around that time where it was, like, 5 or 6 instances. And so kids are just... It's the fastest way to get there, like, through the neighborhood is to kind of cut through. So I would see them come by and, like, come in between our yards. And, my wife got this long text about how, like, these kids are, like, 12 years old. They got, like, a basketball in their hand. Like, they're just running to get down to the school.
Yeah.
I don't feel so safe. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, is there anything that, like, you think we can do? And we didn't even respond. But, like, the only thing I wanted to say was, like, build a fence.
Yeah.
Like, just once again, it's like, it's kids being kids. I did the same thing. Like, you just... Water, the path of least resistance, like the fastest way to get to where you want to go. You're just gonna not gonna run through a backyard and play in the backyard, but you're just gonna go through there, run through to go where you want to go. And then the other part I was saying was, I was like, sometimes you want to piss these kids off.
Yeah.
Because they'll just start they'll really just be little buttholes.
So I'm glad because this is my other part of the story. Yeah. The other reason why I did not act on my frustration, you're like tire tracks in my yard, was because when I was a kid, I've got 2 of these, so I'll make them really quick. But through my neighborhood, like there was I was on a hill, and then you'd go down to the hill, and then it would veer back up, and almost like a dog ear left up to more yards, but there were like houses in between of that dog ear. And I had a friend who lived up on that other side. Instead of me going around, I don't know, I was a kid, I would take my bike and I would literally race my bike through somebody's backyard because they didn't have a fence.
Yeah.
And they tried everything to stop me.
Really?
Like they bought, and these are, my parents were pretty well off when I was a kid. So I lived in a nice suburbia and whatnot. And they literally bought like 20 of those very long, narrow trees and lined their backyard almost like as a natural fence.
Okay.
I blew right through those things.
Of course you did.
It was like challenge accepted. And it was like zooming through. It was kind of fun. Dude, I kid you not. He didn't put up a sign. He didn't say warning or anything like that. The dude took, it was like chicken wire, and he without anyone, he tied the wire in between these trees unbeknownst to me, I go through once, and luckily I went up. It hit me right in the chest.
No.
Knocked me off my bike and snapped. Dude, if it hit me like 6 inches higher, it would have freaking got me right in the neck.
Yeah, it would have.
I was like, this reminds me of that. I was like, Jesus. I still did it, and I definitely messed up those trees purposely.
I have no doubt you did that.
I went choppy. A couple of those things went timber down.
Yeah. I'm
In
sure
the middle of
you
the
get
night.
past and then a kick.
Yeah. I was like, now I'm going to be a little bit more mindful. I'm going to
Exactly.
stop. I'm going to look for it, and then I'm going to chop. So, yeah, that's why I was like, don't piss off a 12-year-old because you never know what they're capable of. And then another story that I have that I don't know if I got to get his approval to tell you this story.
Okay.
Because he might not want me to because it involves when he was still living at his parents' house.
Okay.
And his parents might be listening. So
I
don't think he wants to
wonder.
So yeah, maybe I won't tell that story.
Okay.
I got to get his approval for it. But yeah, this reminds me a lot of that. I mean, it's like, dude, just stop being an old curmudgeon. Like,
Yeah.
you get a few tire tracks in your grass. Who cares, man? Unless they're leaving like irreparable damage on your house.
Yeah.
Like, again, what's gonna happen? Like, you're gonna agitate these kids. You're gonna get egged. They're gonna mess with your mail. They're gonna just leave duties in your backyard.
Yep.
I don't know. You never know what these crazy kids are gonna do.
You want to be off their radar.
I mean, all the kids, their go-to right now is doxing people. You know what doxing is?
you have to remind me. I don't know. I'm having like.
I think it's doxing. It's not doxing. It's swatting.
Oh no!
You know
I
what swatting
don't
is?
know.
So like, and it's big in like the online social media bit, and like you see people that are on like Twitch get like swatted all the time. Like, people will find out your address.
Okay.
And they'll call the cops and they'll say
yes.
there's somebody that's being assaulted in there, and like the police will like bust the door down
Yes.
and arrest people. Like, that's too easy for kids to do nowadays.
It is.
It's crazy because they're also tech savvy. They can put like fake numbers or get a burner and just say, hey, go to this house. It's like they're beating up some old lady in there and then swatted.
You just gotta like hope it's like a bully almost. You just hope they find like the next house or the next.
You don't want to
to
be on
take
the radar. You
advantage
do
of.
not want to be on the radar. This guy is laser focused on their radar now.
I hope there's a story in like a month where they like get back at this guy and just like TP the hell out of his house, egg it till there's like no end, or like maybe just do something to mess up his yard a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, nothing ill will, but yeah. Now you definitely need to have some damage happen to you. Apparently, this guy, he was also been charged using a spring gun, pitfall, deadfall snare, or any other similar trap designed to injure or kill humans. Yeah. Gross misdemeanor. How's that a misdemeanor? But anyways,
Go to jail, dude.
yeah. Just
Move
Or
to
Yeah, you need to move.
5 acres.
Move
of your own land.
move to a 55 and plus.
Yeah.
And then watch those like old men with like walkers. Yeah, you like that on your lawn? I heard you don't like this. You gonna put a spike strip on me? See it coming a mile away. Yeah, so that was kind of crazy. But you know what's even crazier?
What's that?
Some of these keepers that we're seeing or we're hearing through the radar. You told me that you accidentally, it was an accident, you uncovered one of the keepers for one of the sleeper keeper
I did.
UNO picks. We're going to get to it. I want to
Okay.
know. But before we do, it is the second round, and we have to do our UNO sleeper keeper picks. Are you going to put music in this one?
I think I should.
All right. Don't tell me. Let me be surprised.
Okay.
So on this round of the Keeper Sleepers, it's already past the deadline. I didn't time this out already. I should have done these before.
It's okay.
But, you know, it is what it is. Because we got, not a lot, but we had a few people who was like, why didn't you do mine? And now I can. I was like, because I didn't want to give you an advantage.
Exactly.
Don't want to give you an
We're in
advantage.
it to win it still, you know?
But we'll hit the heavy hitters on this round. We've got DW. We've got Jimbo. We've got Seabear. We've got Ill Will. We got Burr.
Yep.
And then I'm going to round it out with you and me, baby. I'm going to do me first. How about that? I'm going to do me first. Me first, very easy, because you might have kind of seen my mantra. I'm all about value, my friend.
Yes.
It's easier for me to say that when my first couple rounds were poopy.
A little bit.
So when we look at keepers, and again, for those of you that didn't listen, I feel like I need to keep doing these kind of, recaps, if you will. So for those of you who don't know, we are first officially starting our keeper status in our fantasy football league. For those of you that don't know what a keeper league is that you get to keep one singular player. Each league's different, but we're going with one. of the previously drafted or free agent pickup team that you ended the year with last year. You get to keep them either at the round that you picked him up in the prior year, or if it's a free agent pickup, you get to keep him a round after he is projected to go in this year's draft. Did I explain that well?
Very well,
Thank
yes.
you. So with that to be said, we're going to start out with King Bigo over here. My draft did not go as planned. I had one shining moment in the top of the draft, but it went as this. I had Malik Neighbors in round 1. Bammies right out the gate. Tore that ACL.
Yep.
Stupid MetLife Stadium. Just killing people, man. I don't know if I'll ever pick a Giant ever again. Shining moment was I had Devon Achane in the second. He was the only reason I won games last year. Tyreek Hill in round 3. Bonus is that I traded him the week before he got injured to Jimbo.
Yeah, I know.
But then my return was Justin Jefferson, who might as well have been injured all year.
Yeah.
And I almost felt handcuffed to him because it's like, he's such a talent. I can't not start him.
Yeah.
I had to.
I know.
The other guy I got in that trade was a better pickup. I got Tet McMillan in that trade too. He was 10 times better. Round 4, Brees Hall. Round 5, DJ Moore. Round 6, Jacoby Myers. Round 7, Caleb Williams. Not bad.
Not bad.
And then I did back-to-back QBs that really pissed Grizz off. Because Grizz didn't have a quarterback yet. So he's like, he told me afterwards, he's like, I knew I was probably going to get one of these two, and I think he was right behind me. And I just did back-to-back QB picks.
Nice.
Because then I got Justin Herbert in the 8th, Hunter Henry in the 9th, Quinshon Judkins in the 10th, and then everything else is kind of just meh, the IDPs and whatnot, which is what you're supposed to do, people. You get your IDPs the last round, you dummies.
I know.
Not in the 8th round. Dustin.
Yes.
That's right. I'm using his real name. I'm using his real name.
He used his real name.
So, there were a couple of things that I was kind of wavering on. I was really, really tempted by a couple of my higher picks. Obviously, Devon Achane, because again, with this keeper league, we're a 14-team league. There's a very good chance that Devon's going to be gone in the first round. I believe. With some of the guys already gone and some of the, people really valuing the running back position, there's a risk that he's not there in round 2. But I didn't go with Devon Achane. I'm not going to tell you why, because I'm going to feel that's going to manipulate my strategy.
I know why you didn't. He's ranked too high. He's the second or first round.
Well, he's ranked too high, and I'll give you the other one. It's because I don't like. It's a blessing and a curse that he is the only threat on that team. Because one, he's going to get his share, his percentage. He's going to get his, but the defense also knows that.
That's what I did when I drafted Genty last year.
Yeah.
He's going to get his touches.
Doesn't matter.
For 50 yards.
Yeah.
Most games.
So out on Devon Achane, especially in the second round. The next one up that I was really tempted to do because bounce back, he's playing with one of the best quarterbacks in the league, DJ Moore, in round 5.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, I could really see him kind of bounce back. Josh Allen will definitely want to feed him the rock. There's no real... there's Shakur still there.
He's a slot,
Keon Coleman... and I know that he loves his tight ends, Dustin Kincaid, and
Knox.
And Knox. The knock. So I was really tempted to take DJ in the 5th. But there's one that was just nagging at me. I have always been prideful of getting value in my keepers. And with a potential RB2 sitting there in round 10, Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah.
He's already of full strength in practice. He's getting his full reps. They say he looks as explosive as ever.
They always say that.
I know. I'm feeding into the hype. I also love his new head coach who loves to run the ball.
It's true. That is true. That's a big plus for him.
So, and his quarterback's not great. So I'm assuming he's going to get the rock. But he's got talent around him. Judy's talented. Fannon's talented. So I don't think that they can really. Defenses can't really hone in on him as much as they might want to. So Quinshon Judkins in the 10th. What a steal of a keeper. 10th round could have my RB2 just sitting there waiting for me. Quinshon Judkins.
It makes sense as to why last episode all you wanted to talk about was value, because you knew who
I love
you were
value.
gonna take
I knew exactly
the
who I
whole
was going to
time.
take. Love me some value. Do you deny this being the right keeper for me?
No,
sir?
I think I even said, foreshadowed it a little bit. Didn't say who it was, but said that you had by far the best value pick, easiest one to pick because of that. The injury possibly, but it's a 10th round RB2.
I know.
Guys were taking kickers in the 10th round or their defenses. So that's your 10th round pick. You can just throw. yeah, what's the point?
Yeah. I mean, again, it's like it's low risk. If it doesn't work out, it was a 10th round pick.
Exactly.
But if it hits, I mean, I'm looking like a genius.
Stack a team.
Stack a team. That's the hope.
Especially depending on what draft order you get.
Yeah, what draft order I get, but also, and this is the double-edged sword. It's like I'm taking a low keeper. It's easier for him to do that. If I had a Puka Nacua in the second, or if I had Jahmyr Gibbs in the first, much more difficult decision.
Yeah.
But this was kind of laid out in front of me. I was like, let's go all the way value. And, while everybody's losing a 2nd-round pick or a 4th-round pick or a 1st-round pick, I'm not. And I can have my way through this.
McMillan would have been
Ted was close.
But because you acquired him.
Yes. I'd only get him at a 1-round value.
Yeah. So that he probably would have been a popular pick if whatever, I forget what, I think Jimbo wherever he drafted him. But yeah, that probably would have been one that he probably would have hung on to.
Yeah, so no, Jimbo, he reached for Ted. He got him in the 4th round.
Oh, did he?
Yes, he did.
Oh, wow.
Because he was really hyped on him. But hopefully that also gives you an idea of a 14-team league. By round 4, you're grasping. I mean, he's kicking himself because who actually... No, he's not. You know who went right after Ted?
Who?
Your boy, Jalen Waddle.
Oh, man, maybe I do got to rethink some of this.
But you look at some of the people behind him, like you got Pollard. No, wait. You didn't get Pollard after him. I'm getting sidetracked here. But speaking of Jimbo, let's go with Jimbo next.
Let's do it.
We got Jimbo next. Now, Jimbo actually has some tough choices on his hand. Actually, I don't really think so. I think this is pretty cut and dry, but I'll let you decide. So, Jimbo's kind of in a heap of trouble because he traded some of his top picks.
Yeah, he did.
So he can't keep Justin Jefferson in the first. Not that he would want to anyways, but he can't keep him in the first because he traded him to this guy right here. His 2nd overall pick, he regrets just 100%. Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, that was the biggest bust of fantasy
One of,
football
man.
last
I
year.
mean, talk about sophomore slump. That was, I mean, I understand why he got drafted in the 2nd round,
too.
but man, he's just killing him. We can go, I'm going to go through the rest, rapid fire. James Cook in the 3rd round. Tet, who he lost to me in the 4th. Caleb Johnson, the running back for the Steelers, he reached for in the 5th. He really thought this guy was going to be the guy. Really thought he was going to be the guy. He took Justin Fields in the 6th round. You could ask him about this offline because he's got a story as to why this happened.
Okay.
I don't believe it. I'm like, if you wanted Justin Fields, just say you wanted Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Looked great after week 1. He had all the rushing stats. Looked great. Tucker Kraft murdered in the 7th.
Yeah, that sucked.
Ramondre Stevenson in the 9th. I'm not even going to go. His 8th round pick was Joe Mixon. He butchered this draft. Stick
to baseball.
That's why he didn't have a chance.
I know.
C.J. Stroud, my favorite player in the 10th round. And then he went through a bunch of IDPs, his defense. So this is one of the ones that's super easy. I do the who he should keep and who he's going to keep. This one's synonymous. It's James Cook in the 3rd.
Yeah.
Easiest pick in the world for him.
He's a possible first rounder.
First rounder, easy, especially in a 14-team league. He's getting him in the 3rd.
Yeah.
He tried to overthink this. I swear to you. He called me and he was like, "This is what I'm thinking." I'm like, "Are you insane?
He's thinking about keeping C.J. Stroud.
What are you doing?" No, because again, I'll be fair. I told Jimbo who my keeper was because I'm so braggadocious about it. I can't help it. I think it's such a great value. So I think he went too deep into the value pick, and he's like, "What about Ramondre Stevenson in the 9th?" And I was like, "James Cook!" Exclamation point, period, end of sentence, in the 3rd round. And I think he came to a senses.
Speaks of a little bit of collusion, if you ask me.
Oh, whatever.
That whole trade last year and everything. You two are really starting to be the new Seabear DW.
Yeah, right. I had one trade with him, and it didn't work out for either of us. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Get out of here. But yeah, so for Jimbo, very easy. He should keep James Cook, and I think he did keep James Cook, or that's who he will keep is James Cook. So that's an easy one. Next up, let's go with Ill Will.
Ooh,
so Ill Will, I'm gonna save some of the big hitters for later.
Okay.
Big hitters. I mean the people that actually listen to our podcast. Ill Will listens, doesn't he?
He does.
All right. Well, there you go. This is for you, Ill Will.
I think so.
So Ill Will's got an interesting draft in a lot of places here. I'll go over really quickly. Nobody of merit really for a free agency pickup for him, but he started out strong in his draft. In the 1st round, he took Christian McCaffrey.
Like it.
2nd round, again, because of the quarterback rush in our stupid league, he took Lamar Jackson in the 2nd.
Brilliant.
Chuba Hubbard in the third, Devonta Smith in the fourth,
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton in the fifth, Kyle Pitts in the sixth, Jerry Jeudy in the seventh, and then really nothing else. He took Jaden Reed way out into the 11th.
Yeah. That's a good pick.
I mean, it could be. He's just too hit or miss for me. And then he got Darnell Mooney in the 13th, and he got Rashad Bateman in the 14th because he's a big Ravens fan.
Yeah, I know.
And
Good
he just
picks,
can't say
though.
no. And he took, well, here's the other one. He took Isaiah Likely in the 16th round. So I really was tempted to say take Likely in the 16th.
I know, right?
I mean, he's going to get his in that Giants offense.
Yeah.
Harbaugh loves him. He brought him over specifically for this. But I don't know. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can say no to some of the other options that are a little bit higher. I'm high on Devonta Smith this year, man.
Are you?
I am. I think that with A.J. Brown gone, a lot of different noise, there's still some talent out there to distract from him getting doubled too much. I'm a fan of Mekhi Lemon. I think that he's going to come in and do very good stuff, but I think that'll just complement Devonta Smith. It was really hard, as value as I am, it was really hard for me not to say he should keep Isaiah Likely.
Man, a 16th rounder.
16th rounder to get your starting tight end.
Yeah.
You know he's going to do well. But, I mean, I disrespect tight ends too much. So I recommended that he should probably keep Devonta Smith, given it's a 14-team league.
Yeah.
A lot of wide receivers ahead of him are going to be way gone by the fourth round.
Yeah.
And I think that would be an incredible value for this. But I think he's going to take Lamar Jackson second because he's a diehard Ravens fan. And,
The bounce back, man.
And he loves, and again, he reads the room. The quarterbacks are going early in our league. They just are. So unless you want to have a flyer like I did on some guys later in the rounds, you want to secure your guy that you know is going to really rack up those points as long as he stays healthy.
Yeah.
I think that he's going to take Lamar Jackson in the second.
I think only thing I can think of, and sometimes I think he might outthink himself, because I remember the year he dropped Max Fried for kind of no reason, but thinking like he heard something that Max wasn't healthy. So unless he feels like he's not getting in that offense well with the new head coach and everything, like maybe he won't, but I think that's who he really wants to take.
He wants to take, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it would take a whole lot for him not to, though.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if he took Christian McCaffrey in the first either.
Because that's top 5, and there's a good chance you might not get in there. It's a lot of good choices. I think with all those, you can't take Likely.
Yeah.
But I think it's Smith or Lamar.
Yeah. That's what I think he should keep Smith, but I think he's going to keep Lamar.
Take Lamar, too.
Yeah. But, it's the heart wants what the heart wants, Semco. Next up, let's go with Burr. I'm not giving Burr any credit, but I mean, she had a great draft.
Our champion.
This was tough because she's got a lot of really good options. I'm not even going to go with her free agency because I really think that she's going to pick somebody off of this list. As we go through it round by round, round 1, she had the second pick overall. She had Bijan. She had Bijan in the first. Chase Brown in the second. Trey McBride, top tight end in the league in the third. Jameson Williams in the fourth. Patrick Mahomes in the fifth. Jalen Warren in the sixth. Cooper Kupp in the seventh. Chris Olave in the eighth. Nick Chubb, okay, she missed. Kareem Hunt missed, but she hit on a lot of the top ones.
I know.
And then she took I gotta give her, like, do you want to keep him? Because maybe we sign him. She got Brandon Ayuk in the 15th. Hey, there's your real sleeper keeper.
Boy.
You're just praying that if she keeps Brandon Ayuk,
That'd be awesome.
She knows something.
Yeah.
She always knows freaking something, man. I don't know what it is about her. She always knows about a move before the move even happens. I don't know. Like I said, she traded her heterosexuality for being a fantasy god. So good on you, Burr. But this is tough, man, because here's the thing is you can make the argument on like 4 or 5 of her picks right here. Bijan Robinson, again, he's going to be a top 3 pick. So if you want to just lock in that first round pick, again, I'm not that type because I don't like putting my eggs in one basket. I'm just not a fan. Chase Brown is another incredible value in round 2 in a 14-team league.
Yeah, but I feel like he's a second rounder. Like that's I think that's where he lands.
Then you've got, then this is the one that I think she should keep. Is Chris Olave in the 8th. I mean, he really finally broke out last year.
Yeah.
He was her best wide receiver all year last year.
Oh, no doubt.
and you've got a offensive-minded head coach that's put in his system that he likes. His quarterback's a year older, a little bit wiser. Maybe the connection's even stronger, and the value there. Olave is probably going to go in the 4th round in most drafts, and she's getting him in the 8th. Number 1 wide receiver, and then you can kind of just work around everything else. That's who I think she should keep. But man, I could see her taking either Bijan or Chase. Really, just Bijan in the 1st.
Yeah, I want her so badly to take Olave because he is on my don't want to draft list.
Yeah, really,
but always want to. He gets hurt. Yeah. Like this is almost as you talked last week about guys like not replicating, getting hurt.
You just feel this coming?
I mean, he's been hurt every other year. Like I have a tough time thinking that he's gonna put up those same numbers and stay healthy all year because this was the outlier to every other year he's played. So I really hope that's who she keeps because, I mean, if she only got him where he did because we all passed on him for like
so long.
Like 2 rounds almost because he does it every year to somebody. They draft him high. The talent is obviously there, but he just gets hurt every season.
Time and time again.
So, yeah, that is an amazing value, but I don't know if you can pass up Bijan. I mean, it's Gibbs and Bijan 1 and 2. In a 14-team league, the odds of you get them, you have, I don't know what those odds technically are, but it's not good.
Well, and it's like, I got to talk to DW because in other keeper leagues I have, in our league, it's like, whatever round you drafted in the last year, you get them in this year. It's like, there has to be a contingency. It's like, because again, a first-round pick, if you got the number 1 overall guy, and he's projected to be the number 1 overall again next year. It's like, where's the danger? Where's the roll on the dice? It's like, okay, I'm just going to lock in, get the best guy again. Yeah. There has to be something in addition. In another keeper league that I was in prior to, it's like if you wanted to keep your first-round pick, you sacrificed your 7th-round pick. So you get to keep your first, but then you wouldn't have a 7th-round pick.
I like that.
So, okay, you can keep your first, but you're going to have to give another pick because you're getting such a high value.
Yeah.
In the first round.
I like that.
So maybe we consider that next year. Or if you want to keep your first round pick, you got to sacrifice like a 7th rounder.
I like that.
I think it's fair.
I like that.
Yeah. Because right now, I mean, we got Grizz keeping Jameer and Bijan getting kept by Burr, and we're not going to see the 2 best running backs even available when we draft, which is kind of a bummer.
It is.
Because they're like, I'll just get him in the first round.
Now, would you keep those 2 then, even if you're losing a 7th-round pick in a 14-team league?
Depends on how the rest of the draft went. Really, honestly, like I take David Montgomery in the 5th. That's what I would do. I would take Olave in the 8th because I think maybe it clicked. Yeah. Maybe he was just waiting for the right opportunity. Granted, yes, he's gotten injured. But he maintained pretty much the whole season last year. I think he maybe missed like 1 or 2 games.
No, I know, and which is fine. Everyone's going to.
They got Tyson coming in, so again, he's got somebody that kind of like hopefully not to take too many targets away from him, but take some of the coverage off of him, right? So I don't know. That's just me. All right, let's go into a couple of the next ones. We got C-Bear and D-Ws before we end with you, sir. What do you want to go? Do you want to go C-Bear or you want to go D-Dubs?
I like to follow C-Bear. So let's do DW.
Yeah, you won't follow him in the bedroom, but you'll follow him in this order right here. Okay, great. So let's go DW here. So DW's got he's another one that's got kind of an interesting draft. A lot of opportunities here. What are you laughing at?
It's all quarterbacks, isn't it?
Well, the first one was. Yeah. DW is the brainchild to the chaos theory of our draft. He is the reason why our draft is so unpredictable. He's part of the reason I don't even do mock drafts anymore.
I know.
What's the freaking point?
Me neither.
So I might as well just look at rankings and say, okay, I agree with this. I think this guy's ranked higher. This guy's ranked, because it's going to be a free-for-all when our draft starts. Especially with you rabble-rousers all doing it together in Pittsburgh. It's going to be chaos.
Of course it is.
That's why I'm like, great, I'll do it quietly here. I can't be distracted. I got laser focus, and you don't have to worry about all that.
Yeah, Will Billy's the only one of us that can maintain focus for the whole draft. I know.
Is he still drafting on his phone?
Yeah.
What a freaking psycho.
Well, now it's because now we keep talking about it.
He's building it up. He's like, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
A freaking psycho, man. So DW's team that he drafted last year. Again, we're not going to go free agencies because there's nothing of really value there. But again, like I said, Creature of Chaos, he picked Jaden Daniels in the first round last year. Jesus. Don't know if that's going to be his keeper this year.
Brock Bowers in the second. Ooh.
No, good pick.
No, I'm saying bad pick.
Oh.
Brock Bowers in the second? That was insane.
He's a wide
His
receiver.
draft was insane last year.
He is a terrible drafter. The guy that like tells you how great he is at everything.
Yeah.
Means it's the worst. So every time after every draft, that's the only annoying part about Fellas Annual Getaway is immediately after the draft, Dwight saying how great his team is and how much he loves his draft and how he can't wait to win the belt. Your drafts are terrible.
Okay, so yeah, he got Brock Bowers in the second, T. Higgins in the third. That was his first wide receiver, T. Higgins. Devontae Adams, he lucked out. He got Devontae Adams in the fourth. That guy's a touchdown machine last year. Pacheco in the fifth. That didn't work out.
Nope.
Rasheed Rice in the sixth. Didn't work out. Travis Etienne in the seventh. Tank Bigsby in the eighth, who's now the backup to Saquon. Javonte Williams in the ninth. Chris Godwin in the 10th. Then you got the defense. Yeah. You got Isaac Gorendo, whoever McCaffrey's backup is. That he's always going to be a handcuff. And then nothing of merit. He took Tua in the 17th. He could keep Tua. I think that Tua is right now the starting quarterback officially as of before preseason for the Falcons.
Maybe. I don't know. He's out with a back injury now.
They're both out. They can't stay healthy.
Oh my God.
But he could get a starting quarterback in the last round.
I know.
Tua, his boy. But he ain't going to do that.
No, he ain't going to do that.
So there's some intriguing decisions. There's some intriguing choices here. Three that really kind of jump out. It's Rasheed Rice in the 6th.
Yeah.
Javonte Williams in the 9th. And Chris Godwin in the 10th. Now, you might be...
Ooh,
Chris
you don't want Etienne.
No. I had him last year, and he just was pissing me off.
Okay.
Or 2 years ago, he was pissing me off.
Well, last year he had a good year.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago, he was pissing me off.
Yeah.
And, he's still got to show I can see that being a 50-50 split with Kamara. I think that part of the reason why Kamara didn't have a very good year last year is that he was asked to do too much.
Yeah.
So I think if they split carries, Kamara's going to be the third down back in that backfield, but he could also take some second downs.
He could.
From Etienne. So I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. And again, it's like, am I going to risk? I mean, I guess it's a 7th rounder, but I'm going to risk that on something that's completely unknown. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. So Rasheed Rice, bound for a bounce back. He's finally done his time, quite literally.
Oh my God.
He's off his injuries.
Yeah.
And he's in a high-powered offense.
And Patrick Mahomes loves him.
Loves him some Rasheed. Javonte Williams again, starting running back for the Cowboys, had what a resurgence last year for him after just wallowing away in Denver. So he had a pretty impressive season. And then you're betting on the bounce back. Chris Godwin, he's a talent. Mike Evans is gone. You've got Agbuka there, but Baker likes to spread it around.
He's a second-year guy.
And he knows Godwin.
Yeah.
Baker knows Godwin. So the bounce back and the value, and I love me some 10th round keepers.
I know you do.
That is hard to pass up, but he's the first one that gets X'd. So for me, it gets narrowed down to either Javonte Williams or Rasheed Rice. And I personally think that he should keep Rasheed Rice in the 6th. I see Rasheed just, it's all behind him now. He's going to be nothing but uber focused. There's nobody in that wide receiver room that's going to really compete with him for targets. Worthy's a bust.
Yeah.
And all the other speeches they keep throwing, they're just like they're gonna get
guys.
They're gonna get you're gonna be running 9s the whole time. Kelsey's a step slower, and he's got no motivation now that he's married. He's gonna let himself go.
I know. He is.
So it's Rasheed Rice's show. So I think that he should take. I think that's an incredible value for what could be a top 5 wide receiver in the league this year in the 6th round.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I could see DW being nuts and just taking Jaden in the 1st round because he's insane. Or Javonte Williams. I'm going to say cooler heads prevail. I'm going to say he's going to take Rasheed. I think he'll take Rasheed Rice.
I think he's going to take Javonte because also something that Dwight does, DW does, excuse me.
Yeah, don't use your real name.
Is he also in drafts I can't believe I just got a starting running back in the 12th round. Can you
so
believe
now
it?
can
You
say
all
with his
didn't
keeper.
see that? Oh
you
my
can
God.
say with his keeper.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so you got the starting running back of the Cleveland Browns like 5 years ago. What good running back has ever come?
Yeah.
Like, of course, we all left him there because he's got nothing in there and he's a half decent running back.
Yeah.
So he's the starter over two other guys. Like, they're going to flip-flop. But he wants to make sure I can't believe I just got this starter in, like, round 14. Like, what are you guys doing? He's the number one, like, receiver. So it's Javonte Williams. A 9th round? I got a running back 1 for the Dallas Cowboys? Javonte Williams is the quintessential, though. Like, he did nothing in Denver, had 1 good year in Dallas.
Yep.
Like, it's like Tony Pollard or something.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to fall off, which the value is still there, I guess.
I suppose, but to your point, there's 2 reasons why I couldn't pick Javonte for him. One is because what you said. It's like, was this just stars aligning? He was just in the right place at the right time. He was healthy the whole season. He was in a high-powered offense. He still is. Pickens and CD and whatnot, and Jake Ferguson. But, is Jaden Blue going to take more carries from him this year? Like, is he going to take a bigger chunk? Second year in everybody was hyped on Blue last year. And they're like, Javonte is just a placeholder.
Yes.
So is this where Jaden Blue comes out and he's like, I've surpassed you now?
You never know.
I'm the captain now. So that's part of the reason. And the other reason, it's a Cowboy. I can't recommend keeping a Cowboy in any way, shape, or form.
Well, that's your personal bias.
So I'm going to go over Rashee Rice. You're saying Javonte.
I think
you're
Javonte.
Diverging from me. All right. We got 2 more left. We got you and we got Seabear. And then we still got to do our draft. Oh, my God. We got to make our draft order. I can't believe they allowed us to do this. This is insane. So first up, we'll go with Seabear. Big Thumper. Not the Big Dumper. I'm going to start calling him Big Thumper.
Okay.
Name speaks for itself.
Big stick.
Yeah. So Seabear had a good draft. I wanted me some DK last year. I'm glad I didn't get him, but I wanted him. Dak Prescott on the 5th. I mean, man, he was throwing the ball all over the place.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, that was a great steal in the 5th round. Jordan Mason in the 6th could supplant officially Aaron Jones completely, but it's still a timeshare. Stephon Diggs, Commander Stephon Diggs, guys, like he broke today. Stephon Diggs officially a Commander. Hallelujah, Ayuk, go away.
I know. Yes.
I called this on the last episode. I was like, I'm praying we get Diggs so that Ayuk can just get the hint. It's not working out. Please go away. Please sell that house you just bought. You sell it to some guys like, this was crazy as Brandon Ayuk's house.
I know, right?
I'll buy it. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, Stephon Diggs in the 7th, Jordan Love in the 8th, Zach Charbonnet, who's still hurt, I believe, for the Seahawks in the 9th. Yeah, I just can't stay healthy, that guy. And then nothing else really of merit. He had Zach Ertz in the 13th. Is he even playing? I don't think so. Braylon Allen in the 16th, and that's kind of it. That's all she wrote. A lot of cases can be made here. Like, I mean, if you really deem that, running backs are going to be scarce in a keeper league, in a 14-team league, keeper league, Kyron might be a good value in the 2nd round, right? I've always been a non-believer in Kyron. I still think Corm's going to really take even more and more of those carries.
That's the thing, yeah.
So, like, I don't know. Like, I'd be too worried for a keeper in the 2nd round for a guy that has so many, not red flags, but warning signs, if you will. Omarion Hampton, bet on the bounce back. He's again being projected incredibly high this year. A lot of people.
Magic Mike is over there now.
Yeah, Magic Mike is over there. He's got a great quarterback. They got bitten by the injury bug on the offensive line, but they've got good talent on that offensive line that can open holes for him. And his only competition is Najee even on that team anymore?
I don't know.
That's your only competition?
Yeah.
Or what was...
no, there's some other guy on
What was
that
the other
team.
guy? He reminded me of Maurice Jones-Drew, the bowling ball, where he was real thick down low.
I can't remember.
He was like... he was Jimbo's saving grace last year. He picked him up, and he kept playing him. I can't remember. You keep looking up. DK Metcalf, is he going to get a bounce back with Pittman? And Aaron Rodgers, another year working with him. I mean, he's uber skilled, uber talented in the 4th round. And then depending on how you feel about Jordan Mason, I mean, again, a 6th round running back who could be the bell cow for hopefully a high-powered offense with a lot of talent on there in the Vikings. That's a great value right there. And then you look at his quarterbacks, Dak in the 5th, Jordan in the 8th. Those aren't bad either. If you really, really want to go out on a stretch and say Zach in the 9th and praying that now with Kenneth Walker out of the picture, they've got a rookie that they drafted in the first round, so that's a big oopsies or challenge right there. But nobody's ever questioned his talent. It's just, can he stay healthy? I don't know if you can risk that. So he's out. Zach's out. I'm never going to take a quarterback as a keeper. I just disrespect quarterbacks. I feel like I can get a value in the 10th round. So that's why maybe that's part of the reason why I think the craze of quarterbacks in our league is just even more insanity.
You hate it.
I don't hate it because I'm like, you guys all blow your load early. I'll wait in the wings. And my quarterbacks were good. They faltered. They killed me at the end of the year. Caleb and Justin both killed me at the end of the year. But for me, it comes down to really Jordan Mason in the 6th, DK in the 4th, and Amarian Hampton in the 3rd. And I don't know if I'm believing the hype, Magic Mike in there, but I would take Amarian Hampton in the 3rd round for this.
His backup, it's Vidal.
Vidal, yeah, there's the tree trunks. That's who it was.
Kimani Vidal, and then they also got Keaton Mitchell, speedster from the Ravens, I believe.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's the guy. That's who they drafted him to be. Is the guy, the lead back. Yeah. He seems healthy. As long as everybody can stay healthy, that looks like a pretty high-powered offense with Magic Mike now playing OC for them. So I see the stars aligning in here, and if Seaberg can get him in the 3rd round, especially in a 14-team keeper league, you could see him realistically if he's available. If Seaberg doesn't take him, he's getting snatched in the 1st round in our league.
You think
I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Absolutely. So that's who I think he should take, and I think Seaberg's a sensible guy. I think this is who he's going to pick as his keeper as well.
I think he might take Kyron Williams.
Really?
I do. I don't know. He just seems to always... Maybe it's just me, because when I would watch a Rams game and Blake Corum would come in, and he would do okay, but then Kyron would come in and be explosive. I know he's injury prone, I guess, but that guy can rack up like 100 yards and 2 touchdowns in like 1/2 real fast.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he gets slept on, and maybe that's why maybe the hype of Hampton and Magic Mike might lean Chris towards that. So I guess I could see him choosing him, but I think I would take Kyron.
Okay. You would take Kyron. That's who you should pick. Is that who you think Seaberg is picking?
I think so.
Okay. You think he's taking Kyron? I don't differentiate. I don't see there being a huge drop off between Kyron and Omarion this year.
But Omarion hasn't done anything. I mean, you just mentioned Jimbo tried to pick a rookie from the Steelers that's not even on the team anymore.
Well, that was a horrible decision because he was already in a timeshare, and Jalen Warren had given no reason to say. But
Vidal did well last year. What's not to say that he takes a chunk out of Hampton's carries as well. I mean, just like Cornwell with Kyron. But
I did love Vidal. Vidal was great.
Kyron's proven multiple years now. Hampton has not done anything yet.
True, but again, it's hype. At the same time, but running backs, they have a short shelf life, right? Like very rarely do you see a Saquon who has
or Christian McCaffrey.
Has like eight good years, 10 with a little bit of fluff in there. Like this could be the Kyron swan song. And this could be Omarion, fresh legs, firing out on cylinders. As long as he can stay healthy, he seemed like the guy before he got hurt, and then he just couldn't get rid of that injury bug. But that's the gamble, right? He could also, maybe he's injury prone, and then you take a guy. But I'd still think that Omarion's the right choice there. But now it's the time, and it's time to pick Jay Bear's keeper. Are you going to tell me if I predicted it right, or are you going to say, okay?
I'm going to say who I picked afterwards.
All right. So here is Jay Bear's. He definitely outkicked his coverage in his draft because he finished third in the league.
Third in the league, baby.
And when you look at this draft, you're like,
terrible.
How in the world did he pull this off? Love your team name though.
Thank you.
My freaking name. That's why. That's why.
It is.
The reason you got third is that you took my Juju.
And I went on a 6-game run right
Juju.
after that. Yep.
I feel so dirty.
You haven't recovered since.
I feel so used. Yeah, you took it all away from me. So here's how his draft went. Now you could say maybe maybe I steal all of your draft picks because maybe they're all ripe for bounce back seasons. Because he got Ashton Jeanty in the first.
He had 3 really good games.
and another 13 terrible ones. Drake London in the second.
London calling.
Marvin Harrison in the third.
Yeah, baby.
That's why you're jaded on the young guys. You're like, screw you guys. Yeah. You don't know what you're doing. Tony Pollard in the fourth.
Okay.
DeAndre Swift in the fifth. Baker Mayfield in the sixth. Jordan Addison in the seventh. They got the Eagles defense. You reach for that defense, but
Yeah,
hey,
did.
they
did
they did
okay.
you good. They
Yeah.
did you good. Cam Scadaboo, sadly, in the 9th, you can't keep him
I
because you
know.
dropped him,
I
so he's
know.
not eligible. You got your boy Ty Warren, the tight end out of Penn State, in the 10th round. You picked up. You please keep JJ McCarthy in the 11th. Please, please, please.
Oh boy, was that a flyer?
And then, hey, maybe you got the guy. If Ajay gets hurt, you got Jalen Wright in the 15th. Get that handcuff there. Keep your handcuff as your keeper. That sounds like you're right there. That's who you should pick. That's who you should pick.
Thanks.
This is who I think you should pick. Like, I could be talked into Tyler Warren because, again, he was a top 5 tight end last year. But I think I'm also swayed by this because you were so freaking in love with him last year. You were so freaking in love with Tyler Warren. And I'm like, okay, like, I understand that you were in love with him and you was a great value. But as I always do, I dismiss tight ends.
No,
I disrespect them.
Tight ends and quarterbacks.
Tight ends, quarterbacks. It's too easy to fall off that cliff. Like, you look at Hawkinson. You look at TJ. You look at freaking Trey McBride. He had 1 touchdown 2 years ago, and then he exploded for 13 or something like that. Is he really going to do that again? It's impossible to predict. So Tyler Warren's definitely an option for you. And then it really comes to that 4th and 5th. Tony Pollard, he's still technically the guy. Tyjae Spears really has done nothing to try and take that ball away from him. A starting running back in the 4th round that has a clear path to production, that's hard to pass up. It's pretty much a lock right there. And then DeAndre Swift in the 5th because he's boomer bust. He's either going to not do much for you or he's going to have an explosive game. I do think that the Bears offense is going to take another step in the right direction this year. They really were kind of firing on all cylinders when the playoffs hit. That we talked about it. It was one of our first podcasts. Is that Bears Packers playoff game was just incredible.
Awesome.
Incredible. I kind of waffled with this a lot. I even crossed it out. I want to say keep DeAndre Swift because, again, I believe in that Bears offense, and that's what I originally had. But I don't know. I kind of talk about, even though I'm not a fan of his, like, I believe in Dayball coming into Tennessee, and I love their head coach, Saleh. I do, even though he's defensive minded. So I would have recommended you keep Tony Pollard, who I think you're going to keep. I really think you're going to keep Ty Warren because he's a Penn State guy. You got him at a great value, and you're trying to copy me with that 10-round keeper.
Let's go.
Is that what you're doing?
Warren. Yes.
What a dummy. Even a tight end in the 10th round.
Oh, baby, it's going to be such a relief. It's like drafting a catcher in fantasy baseball real early, and you don't have to worry the rest of the season about them.
Yeah,
I got my tight end.
It's the one position that you've got locked, right?
Yep.
And you can just focus on your other skill
everybody
players.
else.
Ty Warren in the 10th. You're crazy.
I don't have to. I got a top 4 tight end already on my squad.
I'll say that. Well, the other thing that you got to think about with
you have no
with the
idea
keepers.
how much I worry about the tight end in a draft.
Really?
I do, because I don't ever want to pick them early, but I don't want it to run out and miss the opportunity to get one. So for rounds and rounds, I'm like, are they picking tight ends? How many are left? Peace of mind.
You do have peace of mind.
I have peace of mind.
It's empty up there now.
Come rounds like 7 through 10 now, I'm gonna feel just draft whoever, Jason. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It could be
take a
whatever.
flyer on another running back or another wide receiver, somebody that has high potential.
And I generally do
high ceiling, low floor.
And I generally do decently well at picking handcuffs and guys that are going to come out from nowhere. So I'm going to rely on those skills.
All right, man. I think of all my predictions, you're the only one that's keeping a tight end in this draft.
Probably. I don't see Burr keeping McBride.
She's got 2. She's got Bijan in the 1st, and she's got, who did I say? And Chase Brown in the 2nd. She's not going to take Trey over either of those guys. Not either of them. Or Olave in the 8th, which is what she should do.
Will could take Likely.
He could. That would be a crazy keeper. I would love that. I would love that.
I mean, I would too.
I mean, generally for him too, because 16th round. Again, you talk about tight. He's got that position locked.
He does.
Isaiah Likely in the 16th round.
Done and done.
You can just keep stacking on running backs, wide receivers,
exactly.
running backs, wide receivers. Done. That's that's the end of our sleeper keeper picks.
Yep, love it.
I'm eager. I wrote them all down, so I'm going to see how many I got right.
Okay.
whether it was my choice or who I thought I'm gonna bank it more on who I think that they were gonna, because I like to think that I know our friend group.
Yeah.
And I'm in their heads. So I like to see how many of these I got right. And the keepers are locked. We've officially locked the keepers. So we're not gonna do it now because we're running out of time. We're already 2.5 hours in, and we have to end on an exclamation point. It is time for us to pick the draft order of our draft. Are you excited?
I can't wait. First though, do you want to know who the only keeper that I know? Do you want to know who DW's dad picked?
Oh my God. Okay, what did we say? We're like, we wouldn't be surprised if he took Jalen Hurts in the first. We said we wouldn't be surprised if he reached for Kenneth Walker in the third. I said he should keep Emeka Egbuka in the seventh. Dear God, who did he keep?
Who did he draft in like the 8th or 9th round?
He picked the Ravens defense in the 8th, and he picked Brandon Aubrey, the kicker, in the 9th.
Which one of those two do you think
No, he did not keep the kicker.
He did.
Oh. I mean, best kicker in the league, I guess.
By a mile, but that is definitely
man. I don't know Jack Keys. I mean JK. I don't know Mr. K. Special K.
That
there.
is peace of mind. If I've ever seen one,
wow.
You got the kicker.
All right, Ken Walker is available. Egbuka's available. Jalen Hurts is available. Good to know.
Can we just start calling him Taco?
I mean, he might have to be. Is he going to kick? Now, the question is, it's not a question of if, but when. When's he picking his second kicker? Is he picking him before the 9th round?
That's a great question.
Just in case. Just in case.
I'm going to say 10th or 11th.
He's got back-to-back kicker picks. Oh man!
Just when you think you've seen it all.
You know, this draft would not be the same without Mr. K. So, Mr. K, thank you, man, for the laughs and the entertainment, and really just keeping us on our toes. Did not see that coming.
Nope.
So I'm 0 for 1.
Yeah,
I'm 0 for 1.
I think everybody is 0 for 1.
My goodness. All right, well, let's get into it, man. I've got it up. Are we ready? So we tried to put a poll out. I said let's go by dong size. Nobody went for that one.
Well, Seabear did.
We our angel investor had a great idea. They're like, let's have Semco on the podcast, Bob for apples with our names on it in the features that I just dipped into. You weren't so sold on that one.
Not really.
No, so we're not going to do that.
Too much collusion that could have.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah, you could have seen the names. And like, I'm biting this one first.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's why we didn't do it.
Jimbo last. Grizz 13th.
Then we had the old school draw the name out of a hat.
People didn't seem to like that.
I hated that. My goodness. And
Don't
then,
trust us at all.
No, the leading vote getter was number randomizer, Glavin. I was like, get out of here. Let's do something that's entertaining for the pod. We're going to give the people that are going to listen to this pod in real time an extra day's notice of what their draft position is. So we will be sending this recording out tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow morning.
I've committed to getting you the episode title names tonight.
If you don't, I'm going to make one up myself.
Do it. And then we'll release it. So for those of you that want to get it 2 days prior to the draft, otherwise, I think we're going to do an announcement on our WhatsApp group on Friday. This is the draft order. So everybody feels like they had equal opportunity to kind of really evaluate their pick, right? This is the first time we're giving it out early. Usually you find out 15 minutes before the draft.
30 minutes, but yes.
Whatever.
And I think even in the episode synopsis, I think I'm even going to put at the end is the draft. So if our guys just want to, because it's a long episode.
Fast forward
to the end. So
they don't want to hear the keeper sleepers. They want to hear the.
Well, they want to know who they got. They want to know at least first their draft order, and then maybe they'll go back and listen.
True. Okay. But we split the difference. We're not going to do the randomizer because that just seems no fanfare. It's kind of boring.
Yeah.
But we're not doing names that had, so we split the difference. So we got to spin the wheel.
Yes, we do.
With everybody's name on it, and we're going to count it down. This is the fun part. I'm going to share my screen really quickly. We're going to count it down from 14 to 1. So we're going to spin the wheel.
This.
Whose name gets picked first gets the 14th pick.
Yep.
Are you writing these down?
I can.
All right. I can write them down too, but my handwriting is terrible. Then we're going to go 13, 12, 11, 10, all the way to 1. So on bated breath, you're going to find out if you hang around and you get to keep that first that first pick. You excited?
I'm very excited.
I mean, edge of my seat right here.
Can I ask before we start, is there any spot where you like want to be? I mean, do you really want the top pick? Where do you like to be in a draft?
Well,
order?
given a keeper league, I don't want the top pick because, again, there's a very high likelihood that Bijan's going to be gone and Jameer's going to be gone.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, this was a waste of me finally getting the first overall pick. The 2 top guys are already gone. So I haven't done enough mock drafts to really kind of identify, but I keep hearing whispers that the 8th through the 11th pick is the dead zone. You don't want the 8th through the 11th pick. So I like the back-to-back picks. I'm kind of like DW. So it's like, if I don't get the first, I'd like the 3rd pick. I think the 3rd pick would probably be my favorite.
Okay.
Because then I don't have to have that Sophie's choice of, okay, I have the whole field in front of me. And if I don't get this one right, I'm screwed. And the 3rd, I'd be like, well, I had no choice because the first 2 guys were already taken. And it can give me some deniability, if you will, if my team sucks. Or the end of the round. So the 11, 12, 13 would be the other one that I would go for.
I like to have my picks close together. I hate being like 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to wait. I just want to get like my picks over with, even if I got to then wait like 20-some picks.
Yeah.
But I want to say this. So this whole like 8 to 11 zone, right? And we talked about how the first round is such a crapshoot.
Yeah.
So, not that this is like my super strategy, but I know some people do this in mostly in baseball, but not as much in football. But, you know, just because the guy's ranked 8, 9, 10, 11, like, you don't have to take him.
Yeah.
You know, you could take a guy that's like ranked 20th if you think he's going to be better.
Yeah. Don't be a slave to the rankings.
I think most people are, especially this group, is definitely, especially when it comes to 1st and 2nd and maybe even 3rd rounds, it's just within like the 2 or 3 spots of where their pick is. Like every single time. And it's like, well, if that's a dead zone, then like if you don't like those players, but I look at it as like, I don't want to do too much, but you got to look at like who's available within like your next draft pick zone. So like if you've got 20 picks in between where you're going to draft possibly next a player, that's choose from all 20 of those guys. So if it's like the 18th guy up there, but you think he's going to be better, but
and he's not going to be around for that loop around,
like
just
like
trust
why
your
not,
gut. We
why
talked
not
about this
take
last
him?
time. It's like, you know, you can read as many articles you want, but they're all going to contradict each other.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you're going to go with the one that either really kind of explains it out to a way that you can kind of register, or you're going to go with your gut. You're going to keep looking for those rankings until you find one that kind of agrees with what you're already thinking subconsciously.
Like if you
trust your gut.
If you somehow think A-Chain is going to be a top 5,
A-Chain.
then pick him 5. Like so what if he's ranked 16th?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're not going to it's not going to come back to you to get him.
Yeah.
So if that's the guy that you think, then go get him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. You can
right.
see my screen. We're on the wheel.
Yep.
It's wheel time, baby.
Let's wheel it, baby.
So again, the first one on this wheel gets the last pick of the draft. Last pick of the draft. Okay. So spin the wheel, Raggedy Man. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Please don't be me. Actually, I'd be okay.
The 14th pick in the 2026 draft is Grizz. Oh, he's gonna hate us. It's Grizz. We could not, I swear to God, we could not have predicted that if we tried.
What makes this the worst, too, was he sent us a link
For the randomizer. We said no.
And I did just a randomizer just to see how it looked, and I posted it, and Grizz was the 14th pick in that one, too.
So there's your sauce. It's like, if we did this, you still would have been picked. This is karma for you not trusting us.
Yes,
This is karma for you calling us cheaters or collusionists or whatever. This is the fantasy god saying, you want to feel that way? Here you go. But you could argue this is a blessing, Grizz.
Yeah.
People want this pick.
Yeah.
DW has admitted he wants that 14th pick overall.
I did. I would rather have this as well, honestly.
So take it as a positive. And, dude, if he keeps Jahmyr Gibbs, he just got Jahmyr Gibbs in the 14th. So you're freaking welcome, Grizz.
Actually, yeah. You're possibly very welcome.
No, incredibly welcome. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. I'm tired of him complaining. All right, so 14th Grizz. You can pretty much pencil in probably Jahmyr as the 14th pick in the freaking draft. Unbelievable. All right, we're moving his name. We're going to 13. You ready?
Yep.
Let's do this.
Oh,
13th pick. Will Billy gets the 13th plicky. Who did I have him keeping? I said my non-guy, but he said he's going to take Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
So he's going to get Josh Allen in the wraparound. That's about where he
probably wouldn't.
He probably would have taken him.
Yep.
Probably would have taken him.
That's actually probably where he took him last year, honestly.
All right. So, Will Billy, congratulations on having the 13th pick in our fantasy draft. Next up, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm kind of hoping it's like me.
I
love the fighting cock logo you got in there. Oh, it's not going to be me.
Ooh. Jimbo. Congratulations, Jimbo.
Okay.
He was one of the people that said, I don't want to be 8 through 11. So he just got out of that dead
Nice.
zone. He got 12.
You know what, man? I'm happy for you.
Wow, look at you turning.
Believe it or
over.
not, I actually really like Jimbo.
Aw.
I like him a lot.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, I didn't never really met him for the longest time, but then when we one summer when we were up in Northern Virginia playing the basketball and stuff, got to hang out. I loved it.
He's a great guy.
But I don't know, he says some things.
Oh, he says a lot.
Yeah.
He's a talker.
Yeah,
he likes to talk smack.
We're both talkers.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's remove this and let's try again. You ready? Whatchow! This is for number 11. This is where people were saying this is the dead zone. Ugh, you don't want to be there. You don't want to be there, Nate Dogg. Nate Dizzle.
Yep.
Hate to do it to you, buddy. Not really, because you're taking Jason in the 3rd round, so I ain't mad for you. You can't have all the luck.
So you got a dead zone in there.
You can enjoy that dead zone. All right, you ready? We're top 10 now.
Well, apparently I don't want to be 8, 9, or 10.
Apparently not. That means it should happen.
Actually, there's a couple guys in there I think I like.
Oh, is it gonna be Papa Keys?
Yup.
Papa Keys, congratulations. You can take Jalen Hurts 10th overall.
To go along with Brandon Aubrey.
Oh, my God. Honestly, this is the wild card. I have no idea who... At 10, I really don't have any idea who he would take.
I would love drafting around him because chances are he's not going to take the guy.
Yeah, he's not looking at the same guy you are. Guaranteed he's not looking at the same guy you are. Unless he's forced to, because that his wide receiver 1 slot is the only spot he hasn't picked. He's like, well, I guess I got to pick a wide receiver now. Papa Keys, congratulations. Top 10, my friend.
All right.
All right. Are you starting to feel the juju? You're like,
yeah.
Oh, I swear, we really can't be 1 and 2, or else we're never going to get to confess this. So I don't know. I'm a little worried now.
I love that everyone gives props for my editing
skills. Come on,
skills.
Double D.
Yes.
Oh, T.O. Double D.
Number 9.
And it's like,
in the dead zone.
For those of you that think that we are tech savvy enough that I could put an algorithm in here to pick this random spinning wheels order, you got to be out of your mind. You're lucky if I know how to open my freaking phone half the time. T.O.
I've seen it, everybody. Both me and Bigo here, we're probably the 2 worst to set up a podcast.
Oh my God, it takes us an hour and a half just to turn the freaking things on. It's like, can you hear me? Yes. Can I hear you? Yes. Okay. But okay, we got one more technically in the dead zone in 8. Let's see if we can squeak out of the dead zone. You ready?
Yeah.
Come on.
I gotta take a look at who's in this dead zone.
Good dusty britches.
Oh. All right.
It's a family affair in the dead zone. Dusty britches. For those of you who don't know the Dusty Britches, that is DW's brother.
Ah, yes.
The all-time leading scorer in Virginia Tech history.
Football history.
Wow.
He wasn't a quarterback.
Nope.
He wasn't a running back.
Nope.
You know what? That is exactly why
his dad would have picked him in the 10th round. That's what you know.
Yes.
I mean, I would hate to have to be the brother of a guy that was that talented of a professional athlete.
That could have been you, DW.
I mean, yeah, just
you had
applied
the choice.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's the breaches. All right, we're in the top 7 now. Top 7. You excited?
Yeah.
Let's do this thing. Oh no, it's on me. Let's go. Spin the wheel, Raggedy Man. It's gonna be Burr. Great, so she gets Bijan in the 7th. Better than, dude, if Grizz got Jameer as the 14th pick and Burr had like freaking Bijan as the 13th, I'd be like, all right, this season's a wash. So we got Burr at 7. Dude, I can't believe I don't know. I don't know what to say here. This is weird. All right, you ready? J-Bear, it's on you. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for any of these now. I'll take any of these.
Ooh, did you jinx yourself? No.
DW.
DW gets top 6. We're at the top 5 there, buddy. No one's going to let us do this again.
Nope.
Never going to be allowed to pick the draft order.
Well, now you know it's going to be probably like you or me next, and then you or me.
You know, but again, our argument is that with us doing the sleeper keepers, we knew the Grizz was going to take Jameer most likely.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he did. I don't know.
He's
got the 14th pick.
He'd be the winner.
You're freaking welcome. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I don't either. We're going to hear it about something.
We're going to hear it, but I don't want to hear it. All right, we're in the top 5, guy.
I like it.
I don't want the first or second pick. I told you I don't want that.
I'll take it.
Don't want it. Fine, you can have it. I'll trade you.
The closer they are together to pick, the better. Because then the least amount of time I have to pay attention.
Yeah, Nikki!
Nikki?
Yeah, your ex is in the league. Did I not tell you?
Oh, yeah. That's who's in there.
I was wondering were you going to notice.
Well, you spelled it wrong.
Is that not how you spell it?
No.
N-I-K-I.
Yeah.
Oopsies. Whatever. Who spells their name N-I-K-I?
That's why she was terrible.
Oh.
No.
It's fair play because everybody uses my ex's freaking pictures in their freaking photos. TUWD does it all the time. Somebody else did it. I'm like, all right, I got to have some recourse here. So that's a wash. Nikki obviously is not.
I was like, wait, who is that?
All right, so officially we're in the top 5. We got Bigo, we got J-Bear, we got Illwill, we got C-Bear, we got the Darkness.
Ooh, boy. I like drafting around. Actually, I don't like drafting around you at all.
No, me neither, but it's bound to happen. Top 5, here we go. Oh, there you go, top 5.
All right.
J-Bear, how you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling good.
You already got an idea of who you're taking in the 5th.
Depends
5th overall.
Depends on who the keepers are that are out there. But
What did I say? I wanted the 3rd, right?
yeah, you did.
Ooh, let's see if I can will this into existence. We're officially in the top 4, and you boys still sticking around. Didn't Seabear get like the? Doesn't Seabear always gets the first round? This is how. Maybe Seabear's just got luck. Remember, we always would give DW a hard time. You're always giving Seabear the first overall pick because he's going to trade him to you. Maybe he's just got this luck.
Seabear is known for this kind of luck.
I love the fighting cock in the middle.
I do too.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
It's just perfect. All right, you ready? Top 4.
Let's go. I hope it's you next.
You want me to go right before
I
you?
do.
Oh man, me too. Let's go. Bigo, 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 Bigo. Ooh, Illwill.
Okay.
Illwill with the 4th overall.
Oh, we'll all be together for that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that for you.
That'll be perfect.
I'd love that for you.
All right.
Then it has to be Darkness because I want all 4 of you to be right next to each other. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Gotta see we're gonna get the first pick overall again. He always gets the first overall pick. He got McDavid last year in hockey.
I know.
I don't know why it's sticking with me. Maybe it's because I knew he traded Christian McCaffrey to DW, but he got Christian McCaffrey 1 year first overall. This guy's just freaking.
He does get a first
here.
round pick. Yeah.
Go Bigo, go Bigo, go. No. Yes, I done this.
Darkness.
All 4 guys that are gonna be in Pittsburgh, back to back to back. Recording this podcast is gonna be insane. You've got those guys drafting around you as you're drafting. I can't wait to.
It's gonna be an
call in.
S show.
It's exciting. All right, again, I swear on all things holy. This is legitimately random, completely out of the ordinary. But I am in line for the pick. I did not want either of them. I don't want first, and I don't want second, and I'm gonna be stuck with either of them. I don't like this.
Man.
I might as well go watch a movie after my first pick.
Yes. Yeah, but then but see, I like that.
So let's see if Bigo gets jinxed with the first pick or if Seabear keeps his first streak alive. You ready? For the first,
Let's go.
Technically the second, but we will announce the first overall pick of the fantasy draft.
Let's go.
No!
Bigo got the first overall pick. We are not going to be taken seriously.
I've never gotten the first pick.
Look at you.
Never gotten the
And you're not going to be able to get probably Jameer.
I'm not going to be able to get Jameer
Bijan Robinson.
or Bijan Robinson. probably not going to get Puka. I can't get Puka because he's probably going to get kept as well.
So you're going to get Jamar Chase.
I don't hate it, but I'm not going to say that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to say that.
I know exactly who I'm going to get, and
Wow.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to get him.
Bigo first overall. Thank you all. You guys can come at us, call collusion, do whatever you want. Before we even did this, I said I don't want this pick because now
Just part of you.
no, I live or die by this pick. If this, I've said this multiple years. The first pick in the fantasy football draft is the worst pick in the fantasy football draft because if you miss this, you are done. It's a lot of pressure.
You know, no pressure, no diamonds. A commander / Redskins.
Okay,
great
RG.
once said that.
RG3. Gross. All right, so here is your draft order for the 2026 Fighting Cock Brewery Fantasy Football Draft. You got yours truly.
Numero
Bigo,
uno.
1 overall. You got the dynamic duo, the Jackie Moon
Yes.
twins back together. Seabear right behind me. You got Darkness 3, Ill Will 4, Semco 5, DW 6, Burr 7, and then we got the potential dead zone.
Yes.
We got DK 8, got TODD 9, we got JK 10, Nate Dogg 11, Jimbo 12, Will Billy 13, Grizz 14. And again, if my predictions go, I mean, TODD is going to get a steal if he keeps Puka in the second round because he gets to pick 9th. That means that he's going to get at what? Math is hard. 19?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Crazy value there. Grizz is going to get Jameer Gibson 14th overall. That just sickens me.
Grizz and Todd are looking really good right now.
Burr, even if Burr keeps Bijan at 7 is a steal.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm nervous. I don't like the first pick.
I do feel bad for DW in between Burr and myself because we're going to take away a lot of his picks. And I am so glad that I am picking in front of him in this instance because
Well, it's going to come around.
I know, but
you're
for
talking
this
the first
round pick,
Yeah, because you guys are thinking of the same people.
I think so.
You think he's going to get off the quarterback bandwagon, or are you going to get a quarterback in the first round?
Oh, that's true. Oh, he might do something stupid like that.
Especially surrounded by you guys, you bad influences. He's going to do something crazy. You're fine.
You're right.
The problem is you're like, I mean, he's kind of like his dad. He's going to be unpredictable. Maybe just that first round, he'll do something crazy.
Yeah.
And then he'll be predictable the rest of the way. Who I got? I'm surrounded by Seabear.
That's good. No, that's not bad.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever drafted close to Seabear before. This might be the first time. So I don't know what to predict. I'm usually
I
drafted
know. You and I actually am always around DW. That's always. There's a couple drafts where it's been you and DW, and it has.
We've
all made each other so
That's
angry.
not funny.
It's just not.
But great minds think alike, man. So now that we got the draft order, we got the predictions of the keepers going out. We're going to release this tomorrow on the pod. So if you listen to the pod, you can listen and you can hate or you can love.
Yeah.
Or somewhere in between. I don't think it's either going to be you love or you hate it. It's going to be one of those two.
I think at the very least, I'm riding up with both Wills
Okay.
tomorrow. We're gonna.
Are you going to force them to listen? You're like, we're listening
to this part?
To this
part.
They might want to listen to the whole thing.
They might. This is long. This is 3 hours, man.
Oh, man.
I mean, we've got a long drive.
Yes.
But I
How
don't
long is
know.
that drive?
I think it's gonna be like 6,
6?
5 to 6.
Okay, that's not bad.
I don't know.
So
Is
if
Will Billy
you-
got a lead foot and see a speeder?
He knows. How about this? He probably knows that area because you're probably driving up in his old neck of the woods, like Winchester
true.
or something like that.
Yeah.
So he probably knows when to speed and when not to.
Okay.
So he'll be very selective with his speeding.
Nice.
But yeah, so if you leave at 9, you'll get there like 3.
Yeah. It's gonna. I honestly was thinking about it. I don't even sometimes like listening to the pod with my wife. I don't know if I want to listen to it with my friends, just because if they don't laugh and I
You're
think
like,
it's funny,
that was a funny.
like I'm not gonna enjoy it because if they're not enjoying it or don't think it's good, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I'm like.
It's like when
terrible
you're
at
like
this.
sharing like a meme and you're like, and the other person's like, yeah.
Exactly.
You're like, damn it.
yeah.
Go
No,
crawl
you
into a
know,
hole
I
and
mean, if
die.
they're chuckling all the time and think it's great, I'm going to be on cloud 9.
Yeah.
But if it's the other way, I'm going to be like, what a terrible start to my vacation.
Make or break this vacay right now.
But at least we're gonna do this. Maybe I'll have him listen to the keeper segment on to the obviously the draft.
Yes.
But maybe I'll do keepers until the draft, especially too because we went over ill wills and see if we got that right or not. But then after that, if they want to listen to the rest, sure. But
you're like no harm, no foul.
yeah, no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
I'll understand.
Well, we got it here. Out of everybody, now that we know draft order and we kind of know our guys, who do you think is going to have the best draft, and who do you think is going to have the worst?
Well, right now I think Grizz is in a great position because he's going to basically get he's going to get someone super talented next to Jahmyr Gibbs. It's just going to be crazy. I don't know. I like to think myself is going to have a good draft.
No, of course.
I don't think you're going to have a good draft.
Thanks.
Because you're first. Like you said, you're going to have so many more picks that come back to you.
I'm going to have so many, like that second round pick, I might as well have a fourth round pick.
Yeah.
Because the keepers, and such a deep league, I'm going to have practically a fourth round pick.
I'm actually very happy where I'm at for now, who I kept. I don't know why, but I feel better about it. Because now I think the guy that I really wanted in the first round, I think I'm going to be able to get. I think it's going to help set up the rest of my draft.
Well, la-dee-da.
I think it's hard to tell. Look, I like the guy. I think Jimbo generally does good drafts.
He does.
I do need to ask, if we ever have him on, what he was thinking last year. Because, in hindsight.
Well, and nobody thought Justin Jefferson was going to crater the way he did.
No. He went very hypey with a lot of rookies. Justin Fields in a new team.
Oh, yeah, you'll have to ask him. You'll ask. There's a story behind the Justin Fields pick, and he swears he was distracted, but I don't know. I was like, he was in your queue. That wasn't an auto draft. You picked that guy. So don't. You got to take some of that ownership, but yeah, I think Grizz will probably have the best draft just because again, if you did keep Jahmyr Gibbs, he's going to get him in the last pick of the first round, then he gets the first pick in the second round. But I don't trust him the rest of the way. How about that? It was so easy to pick Jahmyr Gibbs last year because he had a top pick and he picked the top guy in the top pick.
That's true.
What do you freaking do? So I'm gonna give it to. I don't know. I kind of want to give it to the wild card. I want to give it to Nate Dogg because Nate Dogg drafts well in baseball. I've never seen him draft in fantasy football, but he gets Jason in the third round. And then he gets a late first-round pick and a circle back.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
So
he could have a three-headed monster.
I'll give him that. And then again, it's easy, but Burr always drafts well, and I'm always terrified of Burr. She always makes a pick, and I think stupid in the moment. And then week 8, I'm like, how the hell did she get this person in the freaking 5th round?
It's true.
We'll see. But we edged out just under the 3 hours, man. I want to wish you a great trip.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see you virtually on Saturday.
Yep.
Let's give him the jar one more time. This will be your drink of choice.
Yes.
Man, has that gotten darker in the last hour?
I don't know what you put on your foot, man.
I washed.
I know you
Clipped my toenails.
This is just going to be a nightmare. But we'll get over it. It's going to be a great weekend, I hope.
It is. Have fun.
One little moment that is going to cloud it shouldn't damper all of it.
It's our draft, man. It's the best time of the year. It's our Christmas.
I can't wait.
I know why we did it when we did, but God, I hate that we're doing the draft before the preseason even starts. So many injuries can happen. So many things can happen.
Yeah, but they don't play the preseason games anymore.
Hopefully not.
These guys.
I know that Jeremiah Love's already said he's not going to play in the Hall of Fame game.
Good. Our boy Carson Beck's starting that, by the way. That's the kiss of death. If you're a starter in the Hall of Fame game, you ain't making the team.
This is not for you.
Unless you were Jeremy Shockey when he had that crazy run.
So shocky.
When he trucked that guy.
Yeah.
He's the only guy I think that's come out of the Hall of Fame game and made the roster probably.
Yeah.
So Carson, out.
All right. Well, you want to send us off, man?
Let's do it. That's another episode of Undrafted and Overconfident, the two friends who've been arguing about sports for 20 years and still can't agree on anything. Follow us on Instagram at UndraftedAndOverconfident. You can even reach out to us. I'll throw the email out there again because we did get an email.
Oh, we did.
UndraftedAndOverconfident@gmail.com. Give us some likes, follows, tell your friends about us. We'll be on Saturday.
Yeah, you'll be on the road.
We'll be on the road in Pittsburgh. It probably won't be a Undrafted and Overconfident show. It'll probably go under another name.
Bonus episode.
But you'll get to hear our voices and maybe a few others.
A little rabble-rousing in the background.
But we'll get back to the real thing on Wednesday.
Right back at it, man.
And we'll have some different takes. The same nonsense. Thanks, y'all.
Peace.